to the new MARIK Workshop from WBPL 76. This program is brought to you by Lady Red Productions, the Bear Digs Corporation, and a generous grant from the Night Owl Foundation. Why are you here? Cat, will you stop chewing on me?
No.
Frog.
Frog.
Mama Squeak. God damn it.
Mama Squeak.
No.
Mama Squeak. Crab.
Ooh, ooh.
Why are you here?
I have fucked it up. I will be right back.
No! How?
I just hit myself in the balls with an iPhone. Somebody quote that.
Grandma's...
Was that the penis banana mech thing again?
How did you find a way to make it worse?
Booty, batch all.
I thought Dick Unicycle was problematic, but...
Now put on the maid outfit.
Stupid is the way you do things.
I would so download feet.
The Otaku Overlord.
No, don't fucking ooh the BB's eye.
The f*** is Free Corn Thursday?
So, fun side note, if colorblind people can't see the contact mines?
Deep in a dark wood, you find yourself stumbling through impossibly tall, imposing trees. Branches seem to grasp at your feet as you walk by. Eerie noises come from everywhere. But in the distance you see a pale, pallid light. You rush toward it, desperate to find any kind of relief from the terrible darkness all around you. As you get closer, you see a robed figure standing over a dark stone altar. Strewn ground lays in front of him, eerily lit by a grim lantern. You watch as the figure raises something above his head, a disc of some kind, and he breaks it in half. A body rises from the ground, dirt falling away from its body. You freeze in terror, desperately hoping that they don't see you. After many long, terrible minutes, seemingly endless, you finally gather the courage to approach the site of this dark ritual. You find on the ground the remains of it. Lettuce, tomato, something very much like ground beef, a bag, a tortilla, The remains of a crunch wrap supreme, and you realize what you've just witnessed. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
So, good evening, everyone. I'm now in charge of the audio that I'm talking about with my mouth hole. However, chat, we need to talk because I was not prepared for anything that I just saw, and I witnessed it with all of my standard ocular jellies. They're normally used for visual intake, but what the fuck? I didn't know Taco Bell had the power to do that, and that man just crunched into the afterlife using nothing more than like an $8 Baja Blast, which I thought was an illegal move from the year 1803 when it was used to delete a man's torso from the gallows. But here we are living in flavor country, so it would seem, and the spirits of the land hunger, a hunger that can only be cured by the mythical fourth meal. It is a meal beyond food, beyond destiny, where something so profane and corrupt is all that can reach into the black heart of this world and draw not oil, but apparently an oily dude. I guess that's what's happening now here on the new MARIK Workshop. I'm Squick, and you're hearing this in my voice. Good evening.
Live Moss.
I mean,
Bong.
I have to, though.
Good evening, everyone. You've heard the 2 minutes Squick rant, which means that you are, in fact, on the new MARIK Workshop. I'd like to welcome everyone here. I'm Parallax, the nominal host of this show, when the circus decides to let me be the ringleader. Joining us tonight, very special guest, aside from Squick, who is very special in a radically different way.
I have the crab glorp.
Yes. I am Bionic Babe. I am the Legion's little cyborg.
It's true.
Like
It's true.
the little pet mascot.
We got a Beebs tonight, everybody. I finally bullied her into it. Said, Beebs, you must be on show. And then she said, okay. So
That seems reasonable.
I finally had like my college schedule and like streaming schedule worked out where I can actually partake. So yay.
Hey,
Hell
Gail,
yeah.
thanks for resubscribing. You need to
We
hit that little
appreciate
thing that tells us how long you've been doing it so that we can know how much time you've wasted on, frankly, this tremendous group of morons.
I think if we click enough buttons, we get information out.
I think that Ether just threw 69 pennies at my face, which is, I guess, nice. And
In order-
Uprising 2123 has subbed at the tier 1, and they've been here for 34 months.
Hot damn.
Oh, God.
Plus, we had like a train
Thank you, everybody.
earlier.
No,
The hell?
Yeah.
somebody ran a train on us, yeah.
We are not calling it that. Rephrase immediately.
Guys, do not talk about Baby Burger. Oh my god.
Oh, is that another term for sliders?
No, it was
It is
something
now.
very fucked up that happened in the horror game I was streaming earlier.
So
You
what
do
I'm
not
hearing you
want to talk
say
about
is
it.
it's roughly half as fucked up as Brazilian pizza.
Okay, Brazilian pizza is amazing though because first you like break out the wax so the pizza doesn't have hair.
Yep. I don't care for
God.
that.
I can't. I got so upset when Goat was like sending me videos and shit of it, and then on top of it, in chat, had to sit down and start showing me pictures and everything. Just it was upsetting. Sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
it's
sorry.
amazing because it's a food where you can just go, here is a 1983 Honda Elite 50cc scooter. It is part of the pizza.
What we have for you right now is a 1979 Dodge Omni. It is also pizza.
Seriously, it was freaking awful. Like they just put the most random bullshit on there and then just say it's a pizza. It's
Yeah.
so
Oh,
upsetting.
we should
If
do
you-
it with like Antiques Roadshow items. That should be an event. We should like at the next meetup. We should all just find a thrift store and everyone gets $10, and
God.
it's
Oh,
just like
God.
fuck me up. What's on your pizza?
So what I'm hearing right now is if you speak Brazilian hard enough, anything is pizza. I'm sorry, Portuguese.
Ether space butthole Y. God damn it.
No,
Big space
no,
butthole. If you speak
This
Portuguese
is-
well enough, anything can be pizza.
It just like for fuck's sake, he sent me a video where like it showed a guy making a pizza.
Quote,
He
unquote.
tosses it in the air trying to be all cool and stuff, tears a hole in it, lays it down on the table, smooshes the dough back together to fix the hole,
I mean,
puts like a tablespoon of sauce on it, and like doesn't even like try to like spread it out all the way to like the edges or whatnot, just like a little like circle in the middle. Does an avalanche of cheese.
Okay, you're
Spreads
describing
that
the
out.
opposite of a problem, so I'm
Well,
I'm
no,
still with you.
no,
But
no. So
No.
after that, he takes this like I forget the name of it. Goat
Pizza?
told me, but it was like a cheese cream sauce stuff that was in a squeezy bottle.
Yes.
And he just like splooged it all over the thing.
I
mean,
have
just,
looked
like,
into this.
Drenched it in it.
It is like budget Brazilian cream cheese.
Seriously, just
I'm-
like just
what-
drenched the entire
Austerity
thing. You
cream
couldn't
cheese.
see any of the
Yes.
grated
Is it-
cheese underneath it.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Oh my god!
Because it
I
sounds
will
like
hurt
open
you.
faced ravioli lasagna, and I am here for it.
Well, then they threw corn and something else on it. Oh
Mhm.
my god, I'm so upset I can't remember. They put it in the oven, like try to have it cook, and then pull it out.
Wait, what do you mean try to have it cook? Ovens are usually pretty good at that.
It did not look like it was fully cooked when it came out. But
Okay, describe the oven to me. Are we talking like a full
it
metal
was like a
door opening
classic,
oven?
like it
or-
was a classic like brick
Oh,
oven,
a
like
real
one of the ones
pizza.
you put chunks of wood in. But the thing is, he was putting like chunks of like 2x4 in.
Oh no!
Oh, so it's all the flavor of Home Depot.
like just broke off a chunk of a pallet and just like shoved it in there, kind of thing. It
Okay.
was fucking
Preservatives
upsetting.
make the pizza taste better.
Oh god. And so he pulls out this like mostly ish cooked pizza, plops it down on the
I mean, what the hell you
counter.
want? You can't like go in and say, "How would you like your pizza?" Well done. I
Yes.
can see
In fact,
uncharred portions, insufficient. You can't go
Like
in.
the cheese
Ah,
in
yes,
the
I would like
middle
my pizza.
wasn't
Like,
melted.
no, give me the blue pizza. What the
Like
fuck does that mean? It means
God,
don't oven it. Just hand me the slurp dough.
it was
you-
so bad.
You don't get to do that. You get the pizza the way they make the pizza.
No, that's not necessarily
But-
true. A lot of places that aren't like Pizza Hut, you can say, get it extra crispy, and they'll leave it in for an extra, when it's a proper pizza oven, like 10 seconds.
Yeah, who the fuck does that though? Like a regular pizza oven is there exclusively for making pizza and melting down battleship armored plate.
But okay,
true.
so like he takes it out of the oven, he sets it down on the counter.
Uh-huh.
He uses just not a regular like pizza cutter or like, one of the big blades. He uses this like looks like it's a freaking like scraper or something that you get like for, walls
trowel.
and whatnot.
Trowel.
Trowel, thank you.
Okay.
Had something
Like looks like or
that.
straight up was.
I think it was. He
Okay.
used that just stabbing the thing, trying to cut it into, slices.
That sounds
And then
kind of
af-
amazing.
And then after that, took like 3 olives. They weren't cut up or anything. He just like kind of threw them in like an aggressive manner where they just plopped down on the middle, like not set pretty or anything, just kind of
Were
haphazardly
they at least like
thrown on the
pitted?
thing. And he was just like, "It's done." I'm like, the Italian.
This
in me
dude
is so
sounds like
mad.
my spirit animal. I want this, but I want the Italian pizza music, just the da 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 da. And I want it to get more and more like wonky and unhinged and angry as this goes on.
So
I want the
we've
dude to be
suddenly been
maintaining
joined.
eye contact.
We've suddenly been
Okay.
joined by another agent of chaos here in the chat room.
So, Bionic, I used to manage a Fox's Pizza, and
Mhm.
I love
I didn't know
Fox's Pizza.
foxes could make pizza.
Yes, well, the lack of thumbs makes it harder, but no further questions. Don't worry about it. So here's the thing. I was left unsupervised with mountains of pizza dough on a regular basis.
Hell yeah.
Hear me out on this. I would go and make a variety of different pizzas because it was funny. My favorite one was pizza, light sauce, light cheese, canned smoked oysters. And
Oh.
it was absolutely amazing. But we did also commit other atrocities, not limited to, but including pizza, sauce, cheese, other pizza, sauce, cheese, other pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I could
Triple
never
I-
get him to do
Pizza
more
on
than
ya.
2 as a customer.
Yeah, it was pizza.
I haven't done that many layers, but I have done something similar where it's pretty much like a calzone, but an entire pizza with some extra sauce, cheese, and like herbs and stuff like that on top.
So
And I've done like braided cheese crust and all this stuff before because my first job was at a pizzeria. So I know how to do like the tossing the dough in the air and stuff, but like good lord, just some of that stuff is upsetting. The oysters, I guess that would be okay. I can't have shellfish, so I don't fucking know. But
yeah, but it doesn't sound like you want to eat
still,
this pizza anyway.
no.
Hey guys, look, we got a mimic, kinda.
Oh yeah,
Kinda?
Kinda.
that is a proper wide boy mimic. That's like the mimic where it's
Yeah.
like normal mimic put point and stuff. Nah, fuck that. We battling.
Gee,
Yo-
wide boy.
Mimic punch.
Hell yeah.
Angry mimic punch.
Like, but mimic, we can see it. No, you fucking can't. Give me your rib cage.
I like the little angry eyebrows too.
Yes, they are so good. It's not the same without the eyebrows.
It's not, but look,
But-
there he is
Well, we
disguised.
can add eyebrows.
Hell yeah.
Didn't want to just wait for Spirit of Halloween to close and then go buy a bunch of half-price mustaches like I used for Mr. Baseface. And
Wait,
just start
so-
cutting up, sticking them on.
Are you implying that the correct way to detect a mimic in the field is to begin applying eyebrows to things and seeing which creatures make happy sounds when they get them?
Yes. Or which one tries to eat your arm?
That
There we
may not.
go.
Have you
There
met
we
cats?
Squick,
go.
did that help?
Yes, that helped tremendously. Thank you.
Perfect.
Yes, I have met cats.
Yeah, so like if you added more eyebrows, they'd be happy about it, but they'd still try to bite you.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Do not ooh-woo the mimic chest. Oh my god.
What else do we
Someone
have?
flip
Oh
that.
yeah,
We need that.
we
Someone
You
please.
don't need that.
No,
People are
we
going to
need
go
that.
to like the
No
Canopus
ooh-woo.
loot store and they're going to go up to
No,
a
we
treasure
need
box and
you
then we're going to
say
have
what
3
you just
problems.
said just in for the
I
opening.
think I had this one on last week. I'm still working through Archon Eriker's giant fucking pile of Dark Souls minis.
Wait, hold on. That
Ah.
looks like Lord Zed scrunched up with Skeletor. Skelezed?
Yeah.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
Zeditor.
That
This premium bonesman.
it looks like Zetathor.
So what I'm hearing you say is, I've got a bone to pick with you.
No, these bones are mine. Fuck you. I kill you. Give me your bones.
I kill you.
Possibly.
Also, how with that much skeleton, how do they have nice hair? Like
Well-
what are they using? Because it's got staying power.
It really does. I am trying to remember right now because I was watching the Mandalore reviews of Marathon earlier today just to have on as
Oh,
background noise.
right. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Mandalore. Yes, that Mandalore, not Star Wars guy.
No, not Star Wars guy. And I'm just remembering. I can't remember what it is the Bobs say in Marathon 2 that was so fucking nonsensical. It was like frog squash the something motor. I don't remember, but it's like the tone of it stuck in my head.
Yeah, honestly, the added voice work for that was absolutely fantastic.
It was good. It was good. His
I enjoy a good protagonist, antagonist, anytime they give the machine mind a microphone and let them be a little bit unhinged.
so Shodan.
Shodan, the
Little too
problem
unhinged?
there. No, just stupid. Because
Before-
it's really. Oh, go
Wait.
ahead.
Parallax, go back.
I'm too entranced by this now.
That is the face of someone
Go
who
back, go back to
has like
Zetathor.
Okay, Zetathor.
What's going on with the shield?
Okay. Lord Zed,
Ah!
Skeletor,
Ah!
the hair from Alice in Chains.
It's true. Squick, your pizza.
Next.
Yes, that is in front of me, but I had to finish the crab glorp, and now I have organs.
I don't know what to do with this. Like, it's well painted, but I don't.
That is the face of
Yeah.
someone who was in the middle of eating a lemon, thinking it was an orange, while they barked their pinky toe on the coffee table.
I mean, that's
Strong
possible, but
disagree.
I feel like what I'm looking at is somebody was getting ready for like a costume party or a convention or something, and they were halfway through putting together their Doctor Who Cyberman costume, and then somebody
And they
told them
made
that
it
it was
out
a
of an
fan.
old.
Yeah, then somebody told them it was a fantasy convention, so they just changed what they had a little bit.
But they made the helmet out of an old copper kettle, and you could tell from the look on its face that he forgot to take the hot water off first.
Oh, no.
First.
Oh, it's a crystal shield.
I like what I'm seeing. I'm wearing my most adult of faces as I refuse to comment on the specifics of the sword. It is very well done, but open to many juvenile humor opportunities.
And we are very mature here, but
I have been
present.
told
What? No,
that there
wait,
are
wait,
there
go
are
back, go
mothers
back.
in the chat tonight.
Go back. So I
Okay.
have to be classy. Go back.
I'll
Okay,
be right
okay,
back.
go
I
back.
just gotta grab my water.
Because
Well, she's gonna
I
grab her
shall
water so
work
we
on
can make
that.
her spit it all
Minute.
over her
No,
screen.
hold,
Gotcha.
hold up. I'm gonna say nice things. God damn it, because this is really well done. From
Well done.
just like the little details on the breastplate there, the chain work, making the chain stand out that well
Mhm.
against like the bronze looking area. And honestly, even just taking the time to have it look that extra little bit banged up, there's some layers there.
Yeah.
And some of that's going to be speed paint, but a lot of that is knowing where to apply it and where to
That's true.
not apply it.
That's true. And
It
also,
looks
Mad Dex
really
can't
good.
tell you what color the fabric under the armor is, so that's good.
Neither can we, because the armor's part of the skin.
Dun dun dun.
Bum, bum,
Okay, and then we have
bum.
these people. I don't know who these people are.
Baron von Bendy's sword and Dr. Hand Cannon.
There you go. Huh.
They look
So it is.
familiar, but I can't place it.
Zork in chat says they're weebs. Bloodborne Canehurst Knights.
weebs.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I thought
I
it was
know
something
nothing
from
of
like
them.
Elden Ring or something.
Zork also said Pinor's sword.
Cookie
But they
Mama
have
said
captured a
apply
vibe.
this hand eggplant.
God damn it.
It's true.
But
Oh,
no, they've captured a vibe, and they've done it quite well. I don't know quite what that vibe is, other than
It's
Dark
Final
Souls
Fantasy.
also
We
has a
are
similar
evil
vibe.
and fabulous.
Elves?
Yeah.
Okay, I love the camera angle. I'm not even gonna go into the dude yet. That is beautiful
good photography.
abuse of like focus point. That's good.
I like Get's comment. Get bonked.
Yeah.
I've occasionally been talking with Red about Monster Hunter, a game I don't play, but I came across some Instagram shit on it, so I'd send it to her, and because I know they do play it, and it was stuff about the hammer weapons, and
This is like 3rd century RoboCop.
yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
But it was people talking about, oh yeah, the sword and board or the gun lance people. They're all like, look at my numbers, and I can do this, this, and this, and it's like the hammer people go bonk.
Look, man, sometimes you need
Sometimes
to
you
just
go
go
bonk.
out there and hit people with a really big rock that you strap to the end of a stick.
That's right.
Somebody's be like, well, isn't that just a spear? And then you bonk them.
Okay, I've got one more thing here from Erica.
Wait, no, you can't move on yet, because I have to say that while the color palette here is extremely limited, what they've done with it is, again, top notch. Despite that very limited palette, there's nothing that really fades into each other. You can see each piece individually, and there's not like that mire of color gunk that you can sometimes get. Like
The texture of the
ice lid, for
model really
example.
lends itself to that. Yeah.
True, but they've taken full advantage of it, and I'm here for it. So great job.
That's right. When all you have is a hammer, everything starts to look like bonk.
When all you have is a hammer, that's someone else's problem.
Then this is the last thing we have from Erica this week. So,
Cats.
Aw, kitties.
Erica
That is
paid the
2
cat
cats.
tax this week.
Yes.
I demand in the future when anyone sends us anything to art@wbpl76.com, where you can send in your projects that you are working on right now or have worked on in the past and want to share with us, I demand tax from Pet. Pet tax.
Yes, but Para, wait. If I wanted to send in art so people could view it, where would I send that?
Well, I believe you would send it to art@wbpl76.com.
Okay, so if I were to send something to art@wbpl76.com, what would I send to the email address art@wbpl76.com?
Pictures of anything that you're making, because I don't care what it is. I'm here to encourage creativity in you.
We get
Hell
penguin
yeah.
We
stuff,
have
we get
had
Lego stuff.
leatherworking. Yeah.
The
We've had
leatherworking is actually super cool.
yeah, we've had an ungodly amount of Legos. We have more to add to that
Hell
tonight.
yeah.
We've got Gunpla.
God damn it! No, the hell yeah has infiltrated my lexicon.
Hell yeah.
No.
I don't even know where it's from, bro.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Here's the earth.
Okay.
Ooh.
So Gilly Monster has sent us more of his Van Zant Brigade.
Hell yeah.
That is an extremely well-made Banshee, and I am greatly jealous of his skill.
That's
Now,
an
interestingly,
extremely carefully
Awesome.
fucked up Banshee. I love it.
the thing that I like about it is that it's not the 3S.
Oh, I was going to say I appreciate the really heavy line weights, giving it the
That
cell shaded is
kind
the
of-
wrong term. It is the coloring technique exemplified more in the Borderlands series, which is not cell shading, but it doesn't have a proper term that I'm aware of. But
Yeah. It
motion
does
through
definitely have that look.
contrast.
I know an artist that has worked on those games, and he would say it's cell shading.
Okay, cool. They're wrong. Next question.
Is that a 5 series? Because
I
have
don't
my
think so.
Banshee-
I think that is the base Banshee with an AC-10 and a PPC.
and a lot
So-
of punch.
Oh,
And
the
a
belly
whole lot of
dancer.
punch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And a lot of punch. I have 3 favorite mechs. 1, the Archer. This has been stated before.
Okay.
2, the Commando, because look at the little helmet.
Little
Plus,
helmet.
it gets behind people and it gives them lots and lots of SRMs. And what's better than just giving people a buttload of SRMs?
Oh, I know the
Because-
answer to that. We have that monstrosity that got sent to us last week with the, I think I counted, 80 rocket launchers?
Oh, yes.
That fucking urban monster?
And 3, my favorite assault mech is always going to
Oh,
be
I'm
the
sorry.
Banshee.
Hippocampus and Gilly Monster are correct me. It was 180 rockets.
And Gilly Monster is saying that's a Banshee 3E.
Excellent.
Okay.
I have a favorite
Base
Banshee,
Banshee. And that is?
the 5S,
Okay, what makes the 5S special?
because I like it.
Okay, that's fair.
Understandable.
That's all I need.
I-
I'm not.
Now, Gilly has
No, I
also,
think-
like I said, oh, no, that's not Gilly's. That's mine. Somehow that got
I
worked
want to
in.
have like a mech off here where we all just have like the top 3 and we debate the merits of them.
The Orion, and the Orion. Next question.
Cool, you're wrong 3 times.
Cool.
That's impressive.
So,
Right, but he's wrong, but he's Merrick wrong, which means
Yeah.
that in his mind he's right.
I guess I could have said the Awesome, or the Orion, the Awesome, and the Hermes too, but
You are 30% correct.
although I think I would
Wait, no, that's
actually,
the awesome. No,
I-
you're still wrong.
I would actually, instead of the Hermes 2, probably throw in the Battlemaster. I like to play on the heavier end. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, so I accidentally worked this into the middle of the picture stream. These are mine.
They look like a lineup of a boy band.
They kind of do.
Oh no!
So,
And I love it. I want there to be a spotlight. Oh, para.
One on the left is Carl. With the one in the,
And the one on the
middle-
right is Gustav.
Yeah, and the one in the middle, Bionic.
we've got Carl and Gustav.
Yeah, and I
Bionic?
want like the pillar view of the one in the middle, slightly elevated. They're all looking down. You've got the light show going, and then either cornfield theater or again, what's the fancy planet where everyone like does a murder because cocaine is legal
Solaris?
and you can beat. Yes, thank you.
How did you lose Solaris? By the way, Night Owl is asking how I feel about the Banshee 3S. I think the Banshee 3S is an amazing assault mech. And it kind of lacks any soul or identity of its own because it was just kind of taken from Banshee 3E, which is arguably Charger done better, and then takes away its identity.
I want a Solaris Roomba.
This band's hit single is Blam Blam Blam.
Blam, 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 blam.
I'm jumping and I'm shooting.
I like how the middle one does have the fist in police knocking position.
Okay, so let me go through this real quick because that one in the middle.
Yes.
Zork says the Solaris Street Boys.
This,
Yes, the
You
one
get-
in the middle needs
Zork, you get
the
a golf
like
clap?
spiky hair with like the little like frosted tip highlights.
Para,
we
their
are
hands in the
so
perfect
dumb.
position. Give them a microphone.
Shit. Okay, so here's the
Yes!
thing. Here's the thing. That one in the middle is a 1996 Raoul Partha Metal Mini.
Give it a microphone
Oh,
with
No,
magnets.
no, it's not magnetic, unfortunately.
Okay, well, make it magnetic with magnets.
I tell you what I could do. That one on the left, actually the ones on either side of that are things that I made this week. So I designed the Shadowcat 2
Excellent.
there on the left and the Shadowcat is there on the right. I haven't released these yet. They will be in 2 separate releases because if I release them all in one pack, I'm going to have to charge more money than I want to for it because the Shadowcat pack I'm going to release will already have 11 variants.
Give it a microphone.
In heat sink.
In heat. I can't even be mad at that.
Gilly,
And
you
the
get a
new
golf
hit
clap.
single, Shut Down Override.
No, Bondsman 182 would be Elementals.
Oh my god.
But
Here's
using
the
a
Van
mech scale
Sant
microphone.
And also
Oh,
Grand Ole
dude.
Opry overflow parking and hotel.
Oh, that is genuinely really cool.
Where's the Waffle House?
Yeah.
It's the right
I-
colors
wait,
already.
Where's the
Parrot,
Waffle House?
Parrot, go back, go back, go
Oh,
back.
no.
Because the rules apply to you too. So it can't all be shitposty. And I'm going to take a moment and point out that you've done some wonderful work there, really giving it a lot more volume than the original had. Looking at the feet, especially, they're more planted. They're less like standy pancake.
Mhm.
They're more. This is big enough
Did-
for this machine to plant itself and continue moving. And honestly, you've done a really good job of capturing implied motion in the moment rather than the traditional mech scale, just woke up, haven't had coffee.
Yeah. I have recently figured out how to really make that work for these things, and it feels dumb to say it out loud because, of course, this would work, but none of the Catalyst mechs do this. And I don't remember seeing any of the old Raoul Partha ones or the Iron Wind ones doing this, but you can assemble those however the hell you want to. The hips on these things, the pelvis, is
Just a
not level. It's not straight. So by
No, but
canting
getting them in a
that-
position, yeah.
yeah, canting that pelvis and then adjusting the legs so that you've got them arranged right adds a lot of dynamic motion to the model. And I've been trying to do that more on my stuff lately.
Yeah, you've also, again, as we saw earlier with another submission, done a really good job of using that very narrow field of focus to make things look good. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Shitpost complete.
Shitpost
Praise
complete.
applied. Next
Van
item.
Zandt State Pen.
Hey, go up and look at Archon Eric's with their banned from radio song. I don't know. I'm not.
Take a
going
look at
to-
my enormous PPC. Wow.
Is my particle can.
Well,
No, the song by Da Vinci's Notebook.
go ahead and read it. I didn't see it.
Nope.
Well, let
okay,
Squick
well,
read
I'll
it.
read it. Where?
No, that's what he's referencing. The song by the a cappella group Da Vinci's Notebook.
With their banned from radio song, Take a Look at My Enormous PPC.
Da
That's right,
Vinci's
here on
Notebook.
Vans at Public Radio, we believe in only the best for your ears. And to those of you
No.
who haven't donated, we invite you to listen long and hard.
Da
Everyone
Vinci's
who's given us
Notebook,
money,
the
go ahead and
acapella.
switch off now.
Da Vinci's Notebook, the a cappella band that eventually evolved into Pollen Storm.
You guys are freaking killing me.
Well, don't die.
All right, you Luddites
damn
have
it.
never heard this song. I'm linking it to y'all so that y'all can hear it. This song caused traffic accidents when it first aired because people couldn't breathe. I'm actually completely
I will look at that in a
serious.
minute. I will look at that in a minute. But first,
Can't
I must.
play it on stream. I guess I can link it in chat?
You can do that.
But
Okay.
I'm going to take a
We
moment
can't
and
play this
say,
live, but this is what is being referenced that my Luddite co-hosts have. They don't know it yet. We're gonna fix this.
so this looks like it was an enormous pain in the ass to paint. And I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out how much of this was pre-assembled and how much was put together from the inside out. And the fact that it's hard to tell means they've done pretty well. The cement walls, yeah, it's a wash with some brushing in there, and it looks good. Same goes for the distress of the polyhedrons of security.
Yeah.
Are those yellow? Because I hate.
Oh,
painting
Gilly says this is all one piece.
They're
Oh,
yellow.
damn.
Yeah.
Okay. If
And
that
the
is all
base
one
is
piece,
so
then
well
I'm going
done.
to revise my estimations higher, especially because yeah, Dux, those corner things are yellow,
Mhm.
but the crapped up areas under them, especially on the inside corners, they look good, and that must have been such a pain in the ass to get a brush into. Which also applies to a large portion of the building, and the whole thing is that unmaintained beyond the necessary minimum look
I
of
think it looks
long-term
really good.
despair.
I
Yeah.
like if you look at the inside of the ground, just inside the walls, there's like buildup of like grass clippings and
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's got like almost Diet Butcher Bay vibes. And I kind of love it.
Gilly Monster says the cool thing is I never have to do it again. Ha 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 ha.
Excellent. Excellent.
Dude, the
Give
idea
it 20
of doing
minutes.
shading on a bright color like yellow
Oh,
just
man.
sounds so intimidating because like I've bought and also have printed some minis, but I've only painted like a handful of them. So the idea, and I've always gone with like darker colors and stuff,
Hey,
except
baby.
for one that's kind of brighter colored. But
Hey, baby.
still, the idea of shading makes me nervous.
Hey, baby. What kind of printer you got?
Huh?
What kind of printer you got?
The one I had access to before was a Frozen Mini 4K.
I
That was the
really hoped
resin
you
one
were
I
going to
had.
say like Epson Eco Tank.
No, I had access to Frozen Mini 4K and an Ender 3.
Okay.
And I'm actually looking at getting another resin one
I can make
sometime
suggestions
soon,
later.
hopefully.
I can
Cool,
make a
because
suggestion.
I want to print more magnets for everybody and whatnot.
Squick is excited. Okay.
Those
Yay.
magnets are great. The square
Fiddler
says,
crab.
The Chronicles of Mad Ducks: Escape from Van Xander. Crap.
Okay, that's the back-to-back buddy movie pose. Those mechs are escaping from prison.
The one on the left appears to be a hamburger.
I love
Crab
the
burger.
derpy little smile on the left side.
Yeah, the
that-
guns.
The one on
that
the
is
left
really good.
side is the comical brother, and the one on the right side is the straight man in the comedy duo.
It's true.
Oh, disagree. The one on the left tries to be really funny, but it doesn't come off quite right until the straight man just sets up
Right.
the perfect line. And through the whole thing, you're never quite sure, like if it's on purpose or not until it gets to the end, and like there's just one liner where it's like, yeah, they knew what they were doing.
So,
Mhm.
BB, you told me earlier that you haven't been able to catch up on the show lately, but we've
Yeah.
seen this one of these two before, and I
Mhm.
do want to make the point that these are both kit bashed.
And they look amazing.
Oh.
Oh, is this like the Van Zant redemption where like two convicts put together mechs in the basement using parts that were flung over the wall during the recent kerfuffle?
Now, I think this is more along the lines of the Johnny Cash song "One Piece at a Time," where they were working in the mech factory and they just slowly smuggled parts
Wait,
out
are
one
you
at a time.
suggesting that the Van Zant mech works are primarily based on prison labor?
Yes.
Yeah,
Would
that
you
tracks.
be surprised in any way, form? Like, why would you not assume
Like,
One
how do the
piece
that?
at a
prisoners
time,
keep getting
and
medium
it didn't cost
lasers?
me a dime.
It's a
I'll be
mystery.
the only one you see around. But more to the point, you can see that what I would have expected with this is, oh, okay, he kit bashed two of these. He only cut up one king crab. No, he cut up two king crabs for this and two marauders, because that's two sets of legs, two right arms, two left arms, the front
And
end of two king crabs, and that's a thunderbolt missile. Like, lesser mechs died to make these twice.
Yeah,
not
and dude, it's so well blended.
It
Like you
is.
can't tell where like they've
Referring
been merged.
referring to
I
king crabs and marauders as lesser mechs is pretty funny in this case.
Okay, so the king crab is amazing from a wow point of view, but also as a mech, it's just such a series of terrible ideas. And the marauder, um, a number of choices were made. Primarily among them is here's the cockpit, aim for that.
That's a lot of mechs, though. That's a whole lot of mechs. Like,
Okay,
I
that's
had the
you're not
Caesar on
wrong.
last week. That motherfucker is, look at my cockpit.
Yeah, where somehow the Atlas with the seat is in the head manages to avoid that just by virtue of having
Having a
such an
shit ton of
enormous
armor on its
fucking
face.
skull. Yeah,
Hey,
Okay,
look, there's
one.
the Banshee
Niall
again.
says, Para, you mispronounced better mechs. And Gilly Monster says, two Marauders, two Thunderbolts, two Hoplites, one King Crab.
okay. That Banshee is going to be in the same movie, but they're playing the
The
who you
Banshee is
think
the
is the
frustrated sergeant.
The
they're going to be
Banshee is the
playing the
warden.
Antag in the first half. No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
not the warden.
Okay, so he's okay.
That's like the legend of the Howling Banshee, and like everyone, it's heavily implied it's the warden throughout. But the Act 2 twist is no, it fucking isn't.
Dun
And
dun dun. And then it turns out to be the checkerboard pattern on the one of the fiddler crabs, and also
Hold
as
on. Zork is batting 1,000. Bog Trouble and Little Canopus.
wow. Okay,
Listen,
that
I
rust
know
pattern
that.
on the checkerboard, that's so good.
Okay, I
Like the
know that like,
attention to
I'm not
detail.
funny, but Zork is just knocking it out of the park tonight.
Hell yeah. God damn it.
your pizza.
I haven't even eaten the pizza yet because I keep getting distracted by saying nice things, and then the hell yeah sneaks in and is like, motherfucker.
Squick, I have something to cause you even more brain damage later. But
I do too,
we'll
but
get to that later.
let me go ahead and
Oh
show you
no.
the next thing that Troa has sent us a number of gunpla pieces. So from this next one, I can tell you with all certainty, gunpla is stored in the balls.
Oh, those are the roundy fucks from
It
that
is
one game where
indeed.
they're super points cheap, but they have like the asshole gun on them, and you can just go around and be like, beep boop, I'm an eyeball, and the other guy's gonna be like, I'm 400,000 pounds of killing machine in ultra space. I will split you in half like an egg. And you can just be like, dude, I'm 40 miles away and I got a gun. Perish.
It's true. It's true. I am
Look.
being asked if there's a Rick Dom, is there a Rick sub? I believe I almost made Gummy cry with that last week. So
We're gonna
or the week
gloss
before.
over.
Why does the one on the bottom right have like a Furby beak?
He doesn't. That's one of his
That's the
manipulator
little
hands.
piece.
Oh, okay,
What?
yes, the third dimension is
Oh,
real,
thank-
and it can hurt you.
Yes. But no, the ball as the mobile suit from I want to say it's 08th MS team. Yeah, like the dude owned a Zaku too.
They slightly give me like was it Mr. Helpy or Helper
Mr.
vibes?
Handy.
From
Mr.
Handy.
yeah.
Fuck, my brain. Sorry.
I'm not fucking your brain.
Okay,
baby.
I can
All
see
out.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I could see that.
Yeah.
Helper Handy.
I
Mm,
would
that
prefer
is a-
to
that
not
is a
receive a
different
handy from
website.
any of these devices.
Yes. That is,
Kindly, no.
a Helper Handy is a very different website.
Mephisto.
No, not security bot.
No, wait, Eric, go
Helper is
back.
from
Eric,
Venture
go back.
Brothers. Okay.
Nope. We're following the same formula. You've shown me something. We have made verbal shitpost time, and now I have to say, like, A, good job assembling them, very clean, and B, just on top of that, and having good taste, like, just good job posing them in a way that shows off everything there. Like,
Yeah,
that's
you're doing a great
non-trivial.
job showing off your balls.
Could you don't?
No. 'cause,
Understandable. Next
because,
image.
Can't not.
I know you're gonna earn that one.
Did earn that with what? I
Um,
am being a wholesome bastion of good feelings.
Yeah, but
and
later,
happy time.
later.
Yeah, who are you and what have you done with Squick?
Well, I'm staring at my pizza instead of eating it, and I ate the crab glorp. But
Is a deeply you problem.
it's a problem deep in me on account of the anatomy. I
So this
possess
seems
organs,
like this
and some
is a
of them have
gym mixed
items.
with Mazinger. I'm not sure what's going on
I
here.
don't know what either of those mean, but it does have kind of like an early Ferrari vibe.
It does.
I would say an 80s Ferrari vibe.
Okay, 80s Ferrari mixed with what was the Lego thing where people throw frisbees at each other because they're angry? Bionicle.
I was going to say it sounds like you're talking about the hit game from developer Valve that was called Ricochet.
Oh yeah, certainly not in any way Tron related.
Absolutely not. And there were absolutely more than 3 people on any of those multiplayer servers ever.
I was some of them.
Some. Fair enough.
I may not have been good at playing the game, but by God, I logged in.
Tro is
I-
telling us this is a ground Gundam.
Ah.
Ground type.
I'm willing to
That-
accept this.
Does that imply that it could, in the right circumstances, in the hands of a competent pilot,
Be turned into a hamburger.
drive a unicycle?
It'd be a hell of a unicycle, but yes.
Okay, so you're saying there's a chance.
Yes. I'm saying that somebody in the Earth Federation has probably spent research dollars on that.
Or a mobile suit sized Segway.
Zork says it's been done.
Excellent.
Simpsons
so-
did it.
I also want to say, like, I know it's because they're drawing on the same fundamental themes and design works, but it also has just this whole vibe of early Armored Core.
Hey, can we make a
gotta love
point real quick out of the fact that that's a revolver cylinder in that gun?
I was trying not to think about it, and you know when they animate it, they're going to be counter-rotating with the barrels.
Yup.
Oh my god.
Oh, buddy. And here we go. Here's more of the Ground Boys. More Ground Boys.
Oh, another boy band.
No, it's Charlie's Gundams.
Okay, I can't even be mad. That's pretty good.
They're posing and everything. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm here for it. This is a good plan.
Oh my god.
I like it. One of them is the opening act for the other, and I don't know which is which.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, God. It's Gundam
they can
Ginyu Force.
You might have just did something.
Moving on. Here's a different angle on them. Shit, how many do I have? Okay, I got... Okay, there's another angle on him. UNC has sent us something. This apparently came with Big Book. No.
No, we've not said enough nice things yet. Go back. The last thing we said was like 0 content shitpost. And they put some work into these.
Yes, but
And
we're good at 0
that's-
content shitpost.
Yes, so I'm branching out, and we are recognizing that people have not just sent us things, but spent the time to make them look damn good. And again, with the posing. Like it's non-trivial to do that, especially when you have a limited number of props and ways that they can stand up, and they've found ways to make them look like they're either properly in motion or at least not just powered down standing there.
I think you've missed
Like they've
something.
done a good job.
I think
What?
that he has panel lined those legs, at least the white ones.
The one on the right looks like
Oh.
it's like saying, "Hey guys, I think I can hit that bird from here."
No,
That
I
is what
think
it
you're
said.
right because they
Hey
do
guys,
have like
watch this.
they do have the bell bottom ankle armor, but I think you're right because that
Boots with
doesn't
the
look
fur.
like it. Huh.
I am telling you, the guy on the right is saying, "Hey guys, watch this." Like Bionic and I
But
are both like
they've
on.
got the double-barreled microphone, so
It's true. Okay. This came with Samurai's big steamboat, and it is Ticket Booth. Lego Ticket Booth. There you go, guys.
That's cute.
excellent.
I
It
like
It says
that a lot.
Amelia on it.
Oh.
So it does. Sorry, I was distracted trying to figure out if the bottle was part of the display.
The bottle is clearly cherry soda.
Well, I mean, is it the ticket booth the world's largest bottle?
Yeah. It's a ticket booth to the world's largest
Okay.
bottle of cherry soda.
So, I mean, the other part of that, Bizmonkey, is that thematically, if that was from within the show, there is every possibility that they would have spent the time adding the extra patterning to the white leg, and then the red legs are just whatever, they're background items.
Yeah.
Because you only have so much drawing time, and, like, detail is money.
It's true.
Mhm.
Especially if it were from the first Gundam series, where it was made for 3 cents and a Snicker bar.
Oh, wasn't that the one with Minigun's nipple guy, where he was like, I will use all of my guns to kill everything! Why
No.
am I out of bullets again? This is bullshit!
No, that was Gundam Wing in the 90s. This is
Oh,
about
okay.
20 years before that.
But you knew what I was talking about.
I knew that was Gundam Heavy Arms, yeah.
Um, the original Gundam was Get in the Robot Amuro.
Yeah, it really was.
What the fuck is an Amuro?
Shinji, but earlier. And not as
So-
emotionally scarred? Question mark?
Yeah, that's a low bar.
Not as emotionally scarred before an incident involving an asteroid or after.
I don't know.
Did
Shinji's
they
pretty
mimic the
fucked up.
asteroid?
Glossing over that, going back to the Legos at hand.
Wait, look, a lot of things have missile nipples. Like, I have seen my share of Robotech.
Okay. Now I'm going to move on to the next slide because
Wait, no. First, like that.
this
that
is
whole
all
ticket
part
booth
of
looks really
Squig's
good with the
plan
boat.
to make the night
Cute little
go.
ticket booth.
Look,
to
I
not
can't
like
eat my goddamn pizza until we're done talking about these, so I am sacrificing to say nice things because people have put work in and they deserve it.
There are other people here that can. You know what? No, you are the only one that can say nice things tonight. It's you. We are relying entirely on you. We haven't even traumatized you yet. We
Yes,
will.
don't
We're
worry
gonna
about
get
it.
to
I'm
that.
helping.
It's on the to-do list, but you are helping. Say something nice, Squick.
This looks really good, and you've done an excellent job with it. It looks good in the context of that which it is. If this is a custom build, wonderful job. If this is a kit build, then you have very good taste.
Mama Bionic says you need to go microwave your pizza.
Why would I want the robot to yell at my pizza within the chamber of yelling?
Because
doesn't
you
matter,
got
move
it
it
out
along.
of the oven an hour ago.
Yeah, a lot of things are not in ovens as of an... Oh god, it has... Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heat up
The
your
oven one?
pizza, please.
So,
I'll get to it.
next thing is, this is BB's. BB did this. BB did a great job on this.
Oh, yeah,
Now-
this
Yeah. Now
is
gush over
excellent. It
this.
fucking hurts to look at. Which is, like,
it does.
well
Dazzle
done.
camo.
This is great. Like, where do you aim? I don't know. I can't stop squinting at it.
Aim for the zebra. Like, which part? The zoobly bit. Why is our radar missing textures?
Yeah, this was a gift that I painted for Tex because he's a monochromat. So I figured I'd do something, just in black and white that he could appreciate. And also, I know that he really likes, he's super into military history and stuff like that. So I was like, dazzle camo, that would be interesting.
And
Yeah.
that's also an awesome,
And
which is perfect
holy
for him.
hell, it was a pain in the ass to get the lines as straight as I could.
I can
Okay, I was
imagine.
going to ask
Look at
how you
that.
did it.
Perfect.
So I used like from the hobby shop where I got like my paints and whatnot, I got this like really teeny itty bitty
Masking tape?
little like masking tape kind
There
of
it
thing.
is.
Or painter's tape, and I used that so I could draw the lines to kind of
Cool.
like figure out the stripes, and then I took the paint off and then or the tape off, and then I painted them just within the lines.
Gummy. Oh my God. It was bound to happen at some point. BB, can I give you
Yeah.
a pointer for doing it next time? If you
Yes.
ever do this again. Okay. Paint it all white.
Just get zebra paint.
Get zebra paint. Thanks, asshole. Paint it all white. Let it dry thoroughly, like next day dry. Then apply your tape, and then use a rattle can and paint it black. Before you put down the rattle can, put down a
He's gonna kill
layer
you
of
now.
clear varnish so that the black paint doesn't run
God.
under the tape.
I don't know. Like, I hear what you say, but this
didn't
looks
even
so
think
good.
That
It-
like
I-
I was like, oh, there's so many details and weird spots I need to get into because like some of it the tape wouldn't fit. So I had to like hand just kind of like draw it in and like just kind of estimate where the line would go. But holy shit, that's an amazing idea. That would have made life so much easier.
BizMonkey posits, you have to let it dry and then you paint it black. Guys, it's time for Usher Ain't. We've been here for an hour. I'm not even over to the fucking camera yet.
Yeah, the micron pen, I have one of those. I used that to like clean up some of the edges of the lines to try to make it a little bit smoother. But yeah, mostly it was just
And you did a
some
great
tape
job on
and
it.
just
It
hand
looks so
painting.
good.
Now, you also did a
It
great
makes me
job
want
on
to
this
stab
next.
my eyes out for their own safety, but it looks so good.
You also did a
Oh,
good job
yeah.
on this Arrow 4 Irby.
This is the very first mini that I ever painted and that I ever printed. So
Nice.
yeah, it's my favorite type of mech, the Arrow 4 Irby.
It's a little
The
bitty.
kind that
It-
makes
it-
problems
okay.
over there into no longer problems and no
It's the
longer
Widow
over
Irby
there.
that says, I don't like the Kellhounds.
Yeah, I printed and painted that, but okay, so if I had to pick like a serious mech, not the meme
Not the meme
Irby,
mech.
that I would
The
pick
Phoenix
actually a
Hawk
Griffin.
Lamb.
It's cool. The stat sheet says LRM5. Just very LRM.
But yeah, I would pick a Griffin if I had to pick just like another mech besides an Irby, just because it was the very first mech I ever used when I played BattleTech Tabletop. And I won my first match with a Death from Above.
There you
That
go.
is
You
pretty
can't
cool.
argue with that. That's a good enough reason.
Yeah. So it's
Uh,
like a little sentimental thing.
Okay, somebody take a moment and explain Usher Ain't. I'm going to try and put a chunk of pizza into my word tube.
BB, do you know what Usher Ain't is?
I got this.
Okay. I was going to make BB explain it. But go ahead.
And welcome to Usher Ain't the explanation. What will happen?
Do not
is that
press
we'll
the
put
Usher
up-
Ain't.
What you? What will happen is that we'll put up a poll, and there will be three options. One option will be us. One option will be ain't, and third option will be something to the effect of Grog no like goob. And if you put your goob in Grog no like goob, you will not be winning goob. You will be adding to the pot for others. Then we will be doing a random quote. Typically, Cookie Mama will type exclamation mark quote, and we will get a random quote. If it is us, then the winners will be us. And if it's not, then the winners will be ain't. It is that simple. The time to make your prediction, not wager, is only 2 minutes. So if you're going to act now. or sooner,
Yay!
or even better,
Gamba
go
time.
back in the past 30 seconds, listen to this explanation in advance, and be prepared to make your prediction. The poll is up now.
Ussurant is made of an
Gamba time.
extraterrestrial material that fell to Earth and has not been identified by human science.
Also,
Is it
I went
cheese?
and I moved my my cat closer.
I bet it's cheese.
Statistically, everyone in the audience, just so you know, us is not statistically probable.
True, but it is.
Look,
The
this one
people
says
who
it
vote
does happen.
paint win just a ridiculous amount of goob every time. And I'm mad every time because that's my goob. And
Not
then I
anymore.
don't have it anymore.
Yeah. Pew.
Pew.
But I've put my goob in, and oh
Everyone
right, the
please-
robot.
Yes.
Okay,
Big
so-
bada
Everyone
boom.
please predict.
No, before we say nice things, I have to point out the Irby ass cheeks.
Big bada boom.
They
It's
turned out
true.
so nice
It's
and round
paint.
and shiny with the turbo dork paint.
Oh, they're very them cheeks is clapping.
Yeah.
They-
that Irby is caked.
That, of course,
Yeah.
being what prevents the urban mech from using stealth.
Oh my god.
Okay, now say nice thing.
That
The
was the
basing
nice
is
thing. How do you top
really
that?
nicely handled, and like crapping up the foot that's in the upwards position with color matched items, top notch. The words on there, wording is not easy, especially that scale. And you've done it really well. Excellent choice on the heavy black outlines on there. It makes it stand out. You chose to use yellow on a dark mech. Good lord. But you made it work, which I can only assume was non-trivial.
Thank you. It was a challenge because it's like, oh yeah, this is my first mech, and I was all intimidated about doing like shading
And then you gave it ass cheeks. It's
So
my first
intimidating.
mech. I'm gonna cake it.
So
Oh, here we go.
So I did like a base coat of black, and then I did a dry brush of the turbo dork on it to give it the, glitterly, okay, words,
Literally.
blue kind of look to it. And
So brief
then,
interruption.
I tried doing the words, and I'm like, why did I decide to do font on this? Words are so
I'll read-
fucking hard.
It's quick. I'll read the first part. You read the second part.
Okay.
Quote 3211. I don't believe in Windows. Diggs.
You're a Mac user? Sombrero bearded dragon. I'm on observation duty 6. It be ain't.
Ain't.
God damn it.
What?
Now I've
lost
got
my
something
What
I
did
just
here.
lost
your
the
actuator
50,000
do?
God
I just
damn it.
lost 50,000
Never gonna
good.
get to paint.
Look, you can paint later. We're staring at mech ass.
Cheeks is clapping.
The mech is like
mech's
me,
freaking out.
short.
As
thick,
it
and
is, we
really
also have
sweet.
to bully
Short
Parallax
stack.
into showing off the picture that I just sent.
Wait, so we're now calling the Arrow 4 Irby the short stack artillery?
Like a short stack of pancakes, short, thick, and really sweet.
And available at, like, Van Zant diners?
Van Zant Cracker Barrel.
Do not
God.
penis Van Zant Cracker Barrel!
Too late.
Oh my god.
Irby pancakes. They could be shaped like little Irbies and be super fluffy and thick. Oh my god, I want to do
It's
this.
delivery eventually.
BB,
If
when
I
you
had
do
the
get
ability
that,
to make
when you do
waffle
get that
milk-
resin printer, let me know. I'll send you some shit. You'll be interested.
If
Oh
I
my
had the
God,
ability
yay.
to make waffle molds,
I'm so excited.
I would not use that.
Oh God. Okay, next thing. My brother has started a new hobby because he wanted to pick something up to learn to make shit. Okay, because he has been looking at like people that have been contributing to his wrestling stream. He's like, you all make things and I don't make things. And we tell him, shut the hell up. You make the show. And he's like, no, I want to make physical thing. And then we call him a crybaby. And then he goes off and he cries. But then he decided to actually pick something up.
Oh, we bullied him with positive sentiment. It was great.
Aww.
We kept saying nice things.
So
I
he
even-
has
I
decided
even
to
revealed the
learn
fact that he's a very good hugger.
to wood carve.
Nice.
So he is working
Ooh,
on
this is
wood
yes.
carving. He has made candle.
Oh yeah.
Candle.
Excellent.
And he has
In true
made
candle fashion, it is flammable.
now. Now this very gnome-looking dude here, as you can see,
Aw, I like the little nose.
he has done something here very specifically.
Mhm.
And he was talking about painting this at some point. Here's the thing. Normally you expect that to be, oh, that's a gnome. It's got a big pointy hat on it. No, he's going to paint that orange and it's going to be a traffic cone.
Traffic gnome.
Traffic gnome.
That's
You know what?
that's going to be the checkers
I'm here for traffic
gnome.
gnome.
Hell yeah.
Checkers gnome.
Actually,
Excellent.
everybody.
looking at this, it makes me think of like it would made of a different material, of course, but it would be an amazing like wine stopper. Just like
Titicus says-
stuck upside down, just like stuck in the wine bottle. That would be cool.
Titicus says VLC gnome. Sorry, I'm ignoring.
That's also
what
fair.
Thor said.
VLC gnome, yes.
That
and,
gnome can
House
open all
confirms-
kinds of video formats.
House confirms, quote, they bullied the fucking shit out of me by being nice.
Yeah, we do that.
And we'll do it again.
I popped in. I said just mean things about him.
Look, he also made a digs.
Hell
Oh
no,
my god.
I
it's-
will not hell yeah the digs. This is very nice.
I'll do it for
And
you.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Here we
Hells
are.
yeah. Look at the
Hells
digs.
yeah.
Look at the little digs.
He's so cute.
It is
I love the
really
little
good. I
ears.
enjoy it. It's nice.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a cool object. Lexicon, gain additional words. You can't just keep putting in hell yeah.
Hell
Stop.
yeah.
No. No,
It doesn't have
Squick.
boobs. That's its
Squick.
hands. It's paws. It's
Squick. Today I learned that Midwesterners have corn pool. And
is that like Deadpool, but
no,
like corny?
no, it's a pool filled with corn.
Oh.
Now,
Wait,
and
what?
then
Out corn.
he's also done a standard gnome here. Now, I want to make the point here. These are like the first 5 things that he's made. 4 or 5 things. So, like, I think considering he's never done this before, he's done a great job.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hell
yeah. Ah, now you have hell yeah.
yeah.
Hells yeah.
A lot of hell yang. Shush.
Okay, I
Eat
have
your
to show
pizza.
off another thing.
Go
because
heat up your pizza, then eat
Somebody
it.
made my pizza cold.
Go
I-
heat it up.
That was entropy.
Cat.
That is smoky.
I'm still waiting on the bandit.
Aw.
He's
Good.
good at multitasking.
He is
I am
Smokey
petting him
and
now.
the bandit. Gotcha.
I am petting him right now.
Excellent.
Good.
I actually moved the cat tower thing. Shyla keeps fussing at me because I move it from behind the couch to next to me on the couch, so because I want my cat next to me.
Where's my shit post? I have to send you a thing.
You also have to go heat up your pizza.
No, this is more important.
So,
I must click on this, and then I go to click on ducks. Ducks, I will find you. I will find you,
I
and I
will
click on
kill
you.
you. Now,
What? No, that seems mean.
yeah, well, that's life. This is I had one other thing I wanted to show off because I haven't done that much painting in the last week, but I just kind of fell into a hole where I started modeling. So I made every variant of the scorpion tank.
Yes.
Those aren't turrets. Those are pancakes.
As it turns
Okay.
out, if you look at the art for the scorpion, they're very pancakey.
Being geek. Man, we've been
Short
talking
stack,
about
huh?
pancakes a fair bit today.
Yeah.
Well, it's all
Pancake tank.
circumstantial.
So you've got 2 light AC2s, 2 SRM6, an MRM20, 2 medium lasers, an LRM10 with a 5 on top of it, because fuck, LRM15s don't exist, I guess. The Rack 2, and then
They
the
were out of
base
stock, no
AC5.
questions.
I believe there is also a large laser that I did not have ready for this image, but it exists. So, and then I have this.
What the rack 2? Squick sends me behold.
Yeah, because I needed you to go to the top of the list so I could like find the image. I forgot what I was going to send you, but I assume if I scroll through my listing, there we go.
Is a Hubble. Lovely wife,
wait.
I saw you in here earlier, so I need you to pet Hubble for me. I know he's there.
That is the face of a creature that knows what crime is and has chosen to indulge on all occasions.
Yeah, that
don't
little
think-
son of a bitch woke me up at like 4 o'clock this morning, rubbing his body on my face.
Yeah, well, I
Like,
mean,
pet
it was
me.
pre-scheduled. What are you going to do?
Go back the fuck to sleep.
Um,
Pull the blanket over my head and go to sleep. That's what I did.
I have been finding BB in random video games. Just pointing that out.
Oh, okay, guys. BB has joined into the nonsense and has sent me what appears to be an Australian cattle dog.
It's my griffin.
I wish to pet this animal.
He
I
shed it all
want
over the
to
bed.
pet
Is that why it looks like they're on a burrito cover?
Yes, he has
Tortilla.
a tortilla blanket. I wrap him up as a paprito.
Now, I have a
Yes.
question. Does he dance when you play the Bluey theme?
Uh,
What?
no,
You should.
but he's. I should. I
You should.
should. He actually he watches TV with me, and anything that is four-legged that comes on the TV, he will bark at. I actually, during certain streams, I had to kick him out of my room because I would have like a pupper companion with me, and he'd watch the monitors and start barking. But oh my god, he's such a sweetie. Wait, let me send you the picture of him
I
as
wish
an
to
official
bother this
paprito.
creature.
Okay.
Wait, is that the loading music for dogs?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the Bluey theme. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake!
What? What?
It's my pupper griffin as a paprito.
Yes.
He
This-
loves that
And you take him
blanket.
to
It's his
Starbucks and you get
favorite.
him a puppuccino or a pup.
Hera,
pup.
I'm sorry. This
This
is the new star of the show.
This image is perfect in every way.
It will now live rent free in my head for some considerable time.
Behold
I
the
was-
wielder of the
Seriously
pup
loves
cup.
that blanket.
That is a
I was
lot
gonna
of screaming
share.
digs in chat. Jesus Christ.
That is the
I was-
correct amount.
I was going to share a funny anecdote from when Dr. Chef came to the house, but this is this dog.
This
in
dog?
Paprito. Yeah, that dog. Words.
You see,
Gone.
I always
He
get the
is
impression
sweetest of boys.
Squick like cat. Squid goes fucking nuts for dog.
Animal.
Yes.
Animal. Animals.
Seriously, if I could, I would love to bring him to one of the meetups because he just would want to just snuggle with everybody. His three favorite things is snuggling, pets, and cheese.
Relatable.
So he'd be
His
much
favorite
like
things.
Murder Cat, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Murder
Oh
Cat
my
was
God,
violence,
murder mittens.
crimes, and other
Fighting the hell out of
crimes.
everyone.
Like
So-
they had that little ball of paper, and they were just doing 70.
Oh god.
So,
hey, look, it's
if-
only a quarter
if you
after
want to
10 and I
laugh-
finally
good
get to
lord.
paint.
If you want to
Sorry.
laugh at something dumb that I did,
I mean, we would like to
You're
enjoy
watching the right
something cool
stream.
that you did.
well, that we'll get to the cool thing. But dumb thing that did. While Dr. Chef was over, it was Sunday night. We were hungry. We had leftover sausage. We made a quick trip. We got some onion and some bell pepper. It's like, okay, we'll make makeshift, po' boys with what we got. And on a whim, we got a pile of serrano peppers. And Doc said, let's get some mushrooms. So we got some mushrooms.
Mushroom.
So we have one big skillet that has bell pepper and onions, cooking down. And then we threw in sausage. In the other skillet, we have portobello mushrooms, just cut into big chunks, cooking down. I pulled the mushrooms out of the skillet when they were done. I had a bunch of just rough chopped serrano peppers, just chopped them up real fast. Seeds
What
and
is a serrano pepper?
all. Imagine if a jalapeno pepper was on Jenny Craig and got spicier.
Oh God.
Para,
it-
I don't know what your camera's focused on, but it's nothing in frame.
That's okay
Yeah.
because when I grab something and I hold it closer to the camera, it will be
Okay, excellent.
So
like this.
it's 3-4
Oh.
times hotter than a jalapeno.
Ooh, very nice.
So serrano, multiple times hotter than a jalapeno.
Which
so
is still
I-
not tremendously hot, but it is the bottom of the scale for Duck's actual
dude.
scale of hot.
It
Yes,
sounds
so-
terrifying to me. I can't do spicy. Like sriracha is like the hottest I would want to go. Other than that, like no.
So what we did, and I've shared this picture in the group chat. I got the mushrooms, pulled them out of the skillet, and then I poured a little bit of olive oil in the skillet. I waited. I watched, and when you get the striations, that means it's hot. And with skillet still piping hot from cooking the mushrooms, I immediately blopped in a bowl of rough chopped serrano peppers.
Oh God.
And you aerosolize
Dude, things are
them.
measured in cups, not bowls. Wait. Okay, certain
Anyway,
things are measured in bowls, but not for
I
eating.
instantly pepper sprayed the entire house.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone ran for windows and doors to open them. I stood there and I kept stirring.
Oh my God. Why?
Couldn't let the food burn.
Yes, you
You
can.
could have
Nope.
taken it off the burner.
I did. I turned the burner down. I was
Mm.
like, oh, this is a mistake.
Angry Squick
Hey, I'm
Shyla-
distracting you. You are receiving a distraction. You are distracted now.
Squick, go heat up your
Shyla-
pizza.
Shut up. I know
Fuck my
sriracha isn't
pizza.
hot. I
No
know
one
it's
fucked my
not.
pizza.
Do not
Um,
woo the pizza. Somebody clip it. Do it. Buckle down, knuckle down. Do it.
To her credit, Shyla opened doors and windows and then came back and helped me stir. Doc, on the other hand, may have been pepper sprayed pretty thoroughly. Just a smidge.
Yes, but your
I just
wife
put
is
that
not
in my mouth. God damn it.
Your wife is not entirely human when it comes to spice. So
Her spice tolerance is high. Mine is maybe medium at best.
that's still a lie, but
Ducks, you're like one hot tub short of a guild navigator with your spice tolerance.
I'm glad you like that cookie. Oh God.
It needs
go heat up your pizza. Mama Bionic
No,
Go
is
heat it up.
no,
He's
no.
pasting now.
Semi-professional.
Mama
There's-
Bionic is very worried that your blood sugar is going to crash. I saw her say it in chat.
Yes.
Bionic's mother is
heat up.
worried about you. Go heat it up.
Do
Wait,
not
hold on.
worry.
How many
I
bionics do we
contain
have?
body mass
Do it.
and organs.
Do it.
Wait, how many bionics do we have?
3.
Well, we have me, we have my mom, and then we have my sister-in-law who is Bionic Pixie. And
Okay.
both my mom and my sister-in-law are in chat.
There we go.
Hello, we appreciate you. Also sorry.
No. There we go. Oh God, the actual
So-
little talkie icons are in the way. But there we go.
So we have
There's that.
Mama Bionic, who is the version 1 of Bionic.
We're gonna call her
Yes.
Mother Brain. Gotcha.
Okay. Mama Bionic.
Mother Brain.
Bionic
Yes.
Beebs here is a blast. And a wonderful cohort in mischief. Co-conspirator.
No, absolutely not, because you don't know anything about that.
I have been
Thank
mischief
you.
adjacent.
That's very sweet of you.
In fact, Bionic put me up to the mischief. I simply supplied, may have supplied it. I carried a box that I did not know. I was unaware of the content.
The record is very unclear on exactly what happened. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I feel like you're using
It's
mischief
not like it's on
adjacent.
video if you know where to look.
No, you're saying mischief adjacent as if it's not exactly the same series of words I could use to describe myself as, I'm wallet adjacent. Like, yeah, it's in my pocket and it's my wallet and it has all of my stuff in it and I use it.
And it has
it's mine.
your ID in it with your picture on it.
I was running a fever a while back, and a couple of weeks
Were
later,
you, though? Because it sounds like you just kind of casually bathe in war crime juices.
no. My
No,
spice
you're
tolerance
correct.
isn't
I'm
that.
sorry. It was a war crimes aerosol of cooking.
Yes. Anyway, of course, Psydoc says, "Remember to press the button."
Yes, we do need to talk about that.
Well, and we can.
Finish your story
Huh.
and then tell us about this button that needs to be pushed.
What
Bow
was I saying?
chicka, bow wow.
I'm so tired. I ran out of brain.
Honk,
You had
chicka,
some to
honk,
start
honk.
with?
No.
One brain cell. One brain cell.
Oh, dude, you
It
gotta
ran away.
subscribe to the Orange Cat Network. Like I did. It's kind of a timeshare thing, but as long as you put in a request in advance, then you've got like a 30% chance of a 20% chance to have partial access to the brain cell.
I I have a coffee powered brain cell, and my vitamin coffee is low right now.
I have this.
I've hit that point in my life where I go to the doctor, they draw my blood, and then they start yelling at me or fussing
Well,
at me.
yeah, because they're supposed to take your blood, not just make pictures of it.
Well, you say that, but one time the nurse turned around, and when she turned back around, I was holding a red Sharpie I had stolen from my wife. And she says, "What's that for?" And I said, "It's for drawing blood. It's the right color, right?" And she rolled her eyes and she said, "Just like my husband." I'm like,
Grumble.
but no, it's always you don't eat enough meat, you don't drink enough water, you drink too much coffee. Do you get any vitamin D, or like you're low in vitamin whatever this is? And you're actually no, I'll reveal a bit of duck lore. I don't know how cholesterol works. And my doctor was looking at blood work, and he says, "So your LDL should be under 100. Your cholesterol should be under 100." I said, "Okay." He says, "Your LDL is it's like 67." I said, "So that's under 100." He says, "Yeah, no, that's very low." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then he says, "Your HDL is 13." And I said, "Oh, that's really low." He says, "No, no, no, you want that one to be higher." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "A lot higher." I'm like, "How much higher?" He said, "A lot higher. Like more than your HDL." I'm like, "I don't know how cholesterol works, but my guy."
Isn't that a
And
delivery company?
maybe, I don't know.
It's at least
And
the
so he's
same
like,
letters.
so he's like, so I have doctor's orders from 2 doctors and a cardiologist to have 1 beer a day, and then I drink like 3 beer a year. He said you can eat eggs. You can eat, which you can't afford these days. You can eat avocado, which I can't afford anyway, or you
Dude,
can
you're
drink
gonna have
beer,
like
which I don't
prescription
drink.
egg farts.
So yeah.
So tell us about this button.
Well, if you press this button, my character gets fired. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard, there is a new game that came out on Steam yesterday, and I've been working on it for a year and a half with Evo, the owner of Theseus Games. And the game is named "Do Not Press the Button or You'll Delete the Multiverse." So if you go on Steam and type in "Do Not Press the Button," you will find a game, and it has taken some work. And if you do press the button, you do in fact delete the multiverse, and my character gets fired. It is, I think, it's a very normal adventure, which probably explains why Falling Stuff kept telling me it was like a fever dream. So,
How's it doing right
oh look,
now? Do you know?
Psyduck's got a link.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Psyduck. How's it doing?
The game.
Yeah.
I mean, so there were 7 playtesters, and we found every bug and ironed them all out. And then within 3 hours of the game's release, I was helping Evo. We were checking streamers playing the game and documenting every way they broke the game. He's patching.
No.
I think he's gotten 3 hours of sleep in 2 days because he's patching as fast as he can.
Oh.
But how is the game like selling and such?
I don't know.
Okay, he doesn't know.
All I'm doing is trying to be my best, do my best, and funnel screenshots and clips and videos, and like, okay, this right here, like there's a wall in the game. If you know where to go, it's not physical. It's supposed to be, and in that, like, that made it to the checklist. We got that from
So
3
kind of like
different sources.
Squick's filter.
Non-existent. Yes.
Yeah.
It's there visually, but not physically. But the game itself is, it seems direct, but there's a lot of exploring to do.
How many boats are in
I'm
it?
not good. Huh?
How many boats are in it?
How many boats? None. It was made in the middle of a boat drought.
Oh, a boat drought.
Yes, it was a boat drought. Boats are in short supply right now.
That's true.
And
When there's a boat drought, then there's no place for the boats to spawn.
now I do still laugh about this because
Boats like to swim upstream to go back to where they spawned.
I was given a Steam key and I immediately gave it to Cookie.
Of course.
Aw.
And Cookie, since it was Cookie approved, my wife says, "Okay, I want to try it." I said, like, not because
you're
like,
in it.
not because
no,
I'm
because
in
Cookie
it,
said
but because
it's good.
Cookie
Yeah,
approves.
no.
Cookie, I want you to know Shyla values your opinion of that game more than the fact that I am in it, that I have worked on it, or that I know anything about it. Your seal of approval is the only thing my wife cares about.
That's how you know you're in a loving relationship. Hey, Squeak, did you hit up your pizza yet?
No, I've been eating parts of it. It's fine. But I will say that the current Steam reviews for the game are trending mostly positive.
Yeah, now that the bugs are getting fixed, see what happened is the game did not survive first contact with the enemy. Um, Squick, would you please read what Cookie Mama has just typed?
While you do that, BB, I need you to think about 3 colors that you want this Shadow Cat to be.
Which of the 2 Cookie Mama quotes were you looking for?
Most recent.
From the desk of the Cookie Mama, as presented in chat recently. Quote, hell yeah, parentheses, I like Shyla, end parentheses. End
I just wanted to
quote.
bait you into saying it one more time so that you would have to groan internally while trying not to groan externally.
My voice is wearing a fancy hat, which means I don't have to acknowledge it.
Haha, I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
Yes, I possess many fluids.
During the one recording session, we finished up most of the lines that were ready at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Evo asked me, he says, "Can you do a Southern accent?"
Interesting question.
Now, for context, you must know that this is the voice that he hears hours at a time during these recording sessions. So, as far as he knows,
Hey, man,
and
I'll tell you
probably
what,
his
get on
wife
up in
that
there,
has
man.
heard this voice over and over again, this is how I sound. Hello, and thank you for joining us here at Do Not Press the Button, the Twitch monologue. And so he says, "Can you do a Southern voice?" And I said, and I just dropped it and I said, "Oh yeah, I could do a Southern voice. I can do a Southern accent. I got you a couple of Southern accents. This is just generic Southerner right here. And if you want to go a little further east over towards Mississippi, you got to talk faster because you can't stop to think. You're a little higher up in timber like that. And remember, do not stop to think because Granny stopped to think one time. She wound up in the jailhouse. I don't want to wind up in the jailhouse. I can stop to think. You can't do that." And then
This is all accurate. That did happen to Granny.
yeah.
My wife's
and
great-grandmother...
Zyku is chiming in to say that he is taking the duck the entire way through the game.
My lovely wife's great-grandmother once almost went to jail, as I remember. Maybe went to jail because she assaulted a woman who was hitting on her husband, she thought, with the receiver of a Bakelite telephone. If lovely wife is in chat, she can correct me on where I'm wrong there, but I do remember that story.
God damn.
Bakelite is a terrifying substance, but without it, we would not be where we are.
That's right. That's right. Don't fuck around with these dang old hillbilly women, or they will fuck your shit up. I mean, that's not really even fair because her family's not really even hillbilly. Like, they're very central Kentucky, but... I think she has wandered off.
So I'm not a geographist. I'm just a regular map puncher like anyone else. But what the fuck is a Kentucky?
Kentucky is a commonwealth within these here United States. It was the 15th state admitted into this here union.
But it's got the bucket guy.
Okay, hold on.
The bucket guy?
Para, allow me.
Oh, God.
Kentucky is
KFC.
a drink called a mint julep.
No,
And
Kentucky is... No, that is a variant of a Kentucky.
No. Kentucky is a drink called the mint julep, and an entire state popped up around it.
No, bourbon, and then the mint julep.
Wait, so somebody was just huffing a drink, and then they got, like, statefully inspected?
Yes. And here's the thing. If you know how to make a mint julep, you don't know how to make a mint julep.
I own a blender.
Don't know how to make a mint julep, you don't know how to make a mint julep. The point is, never ever say that you know how to make a mint julep anywhere near anyone from Kentucky.
I know how to make a mint julep
for any reason.
But I do know how.
I don't even know what a mint julep is. I'm assuming it involves mint.
Hold up. Zyku, I will find you I will find you.
And then
Look,
what?
I've-
Hug him? I know
No.
where
Had my
he
lord.
is.
No, for
and
what
you're
he
not gonna
just
drive
said,
that far.
he will regret things.
I know where he lives, and you're not driving that far.
Wait, hold up. Because I feel like those words are better applied to New Jersey, where the ground tastes strongly of my lord.
I'm willing to accept that.
Oh God,
Oh,
Malort
wait,
made me
Fezbear,
so
it's not a
mad.
competition, but Fezbear has won. Kentucky is where the U.S. Kentucky is where the U.S. keeps its fried chicken reserves,
It's true.
Why would we reserve fried chicken?
just in case.
Don't ask questions.
Like, is it
Oh,
a
even Hal is
strategic
chiming in.
reserve,
Zyku,
or like
danger stare.
tactical, or is it like a price fixin' chicken? Do
No,
we
it's market
Oh, is
manipulation.
that where we keep the oil and then we periodically invade the chickens?
You know what we haven't done in a long time?
Invaded the chickens?
Invaded the chickens.
I immediately regretted
make
that
Squick
word
hold up the
choice.
card and me try to guess what the colors are.
Well, unfortunately, in the process of the great journey,
packed
the box has been packed away. But so far, Bionic hasn't told me what colors I'm putting on the Shadow Cat.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, Para, have you just been like fucking with us this entire time and you've spent half an hour dry brushing black onto an already black mech? Because
No,
that
it's
would've been
been gray
No,
and
I
then
really
off
funny.
white.
Like white, like lighter grays and white, I believe.
Yes.
For
Yeah,
highlighting.
that's fair.
Yeah.
But my way would have been funny.
No.
Zyku says it's a tabby shadow cat.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's cute.
Do I still
Squick,
have...
having said a thing,
Yes,
I
have-
say many things. My words are filled with meaning.
No,
Wait, let me see if I can find one.
a word
go.
or meaning.
You can't just keep voting on things.
Okay.
And yet, here we are.
Is that better? I can do it again.
I hate this.
And yet,
Crab.
Can I get an ooh woo?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
To what?
I'm watching you.
yeah, we all are. That's part of the stream. That's how
That
this
is
works.
literally what we do, yeah.
Do not ooh-woo.
There it
The
is.
button.
Why in the goddamn is the ooh woo back again?
Some of the buttons are
It's
not
my
so
fault.
useful.
Squick, I need you to say, do not that word, the button.
Okay, you want it with like turbo echo or not?
Turbo echo.
Do not ooh woo the button.
That was not a
Seriously.
turbo echo.
Don't fucking.
was a normal
I know
echo.
that's not. I explode.
I was hoping to clip it and then throw it
I
at
have to. Oh, there
the
it is.
maker of the game, and you
Number two.
tripped and fell. You tripped over a
Laser
sandal, and you're
noise.
not even on the beach.
Do not ooh-woo the button. Stop. Try. Pants. Zip up. No, just stop. Stop it. Stop it. That's
No,
not...
I have something for this. I have something for this. Let me find it.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
There it is.
Stop pressing the record button.
Cease horny posting.
That's the one.
But BB, what color is this Shadow Cat gonna be?
Cat.
Oh, what color is it gonna be?
Yes, what do you want?
Normal amount.
Ooh, could we do like turquoise and maybe gold?
As it turns out,
Pants.
I enjoy the sound of stuff
Happy.
falling.
I
in
have
the...
put away
I-
some of the paint. I've kept out the important stuff. I don't have my metallics, so I can't do gold right now easily.
Okay.
But I
But
do
still,
have...
like a lighter blue or like a turquoise.
Oh,
kind of color,
I have jade and turquoise.
Like maybe a like gold yellow kind of thing or something. Goldish yellow.
Like warm yellow.
Yeah.
Ah, I dropped the warm yellow. No,
Be
cool.
happy.
Beebs, I need you to pick a genre.
Pink.
I'm going to list a few options. I want you to pick one. Blues,
Yes.
swing, country, hip hop, or just ambient.
ambient hip hop.
Well, I guess
Ambient country hop swing.
No.
I would say maybe swing. Yeah, swing.
Okay. Okay. Beep.
Yay! I'm so excited about the colors.
Yes.
Yes, good.
Okay, Mr. Saxo Beat has been stuck in my stupid cranial jukebox for way too long.
Well, at least it's not, discount Aquabats.
I've had regular Aquabats in there.
Well, my daughter made...
God,
My daughter overrode me putting
point?
a song on my Echo over dinner where she just went, play Pizza Day by the Aquabats. I'm just like, shit, I'm not getting that out of my head for a few days.
Yeah.
Monday
Yeah.
tacos.
No, I refuse.
Monday
I'm
hot dogs,
refusing.
Tuesday taco, Wednesday hamburgers and chocolate milk, Thursday sloppy joes and burritos in the bag. Friday was pizza day, the best day of the week. It always came with salad and a side of cold green beans.
Oh, right, there's the Saxobone Zone.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
It's catchy. And Brain Implosion Energy.
Brain implosion energy, 10,000 gram of pure caffeine.
Oh, right. These are in shuffle order. So let's turn off shuffle.
You can't overthink if your heart stops.
Boom, boom.
I love my brain implosion juice. It makes my head go brrr.
Wait a minute. Zai says, Para, we need a color that personifies mental trauma. Baby knows.
Let me think about that for a second. What do I have sitting here?
Do you have like a deep crimson kind of color, like a slightly coagulated blood?
Well, I have options. Tell me, do you want burnt red or burgundy?
Burnt red.
Okay, because burgundy is a little more on the magenta, dark magenta end of things.
Yeah. Yeah, something that's a little bit more red.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've started going through my music collection, and after getting through most of musical shitpost theater, I have been reminded that there is a song entitled Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, the musical.
What?
This reminds me very much, for some reason, of Young Frankenstein the musical. I don't know why.
It also has a thoroughly unhinged, very low-budget music video that's enjoyable, but the song on its own is quite good.
Now I am reminded I have to ask Mad Ducks. Mad Ducks, who is Brother Man Bill?
Brother Man Bill. That is a musical masterpiece where if you work in the music industry, all you hear is the terrible, terrible recording things, and it is still even better. The more
but he's
you know
also the
about
brother
how-
living at the top of the hill, right?
Yes.
Da,
The
da,
more
da, da,
you
da,
know
da.
about audio work, the worse it is and the better it is.
So in other words, you're telling me Storm Song loves it. Have you done that to him yet?
Not in 30 seconds I will have done.
Excellent. I don't know if he's in chat or not, but he's earned it. Mo has posited that this color of burnt red is actually squick scale.
Delicious.
But you know, I'm stopping everything I am doing. Like I was in the mix. Okay, I was.
Okay.
I was very much in the mix.
Where were you mixing? Are you making a cake?
Oh, I desire a cake.
Oh, your pizza.
Fuck. God damn it.
This
Okay,
game
fine.
has
I won't
gotten
have another
too
pizza
much
bite.
fun. Oh. See, at this point, I don't even know if he's honest about it. It's just fucking funnier.
Look, do I need to send you a picture of this unholy mess? Because I will as soon as I'm done. Look, I already opened the camera. BB, you're getting something. I don't know what. It's there you go. You can enjoy that so it gets me out of the photo menu.
Da 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 da. Oh God, what just happened?
Thank you.
I'm helping.
But seriously, Squick, eat your pizza.
Eat your fucking pizza, Squick.
Pizza.
Tara, I'm sending you a picture of this travesty of food-like object.
Squick, I can't read.
You read with your eyes.
You read with your eyes.
No, I write with them.
That's weird.
Wait.
No. Just
Maybe
own
he's
it.
on to
That's
something.
impressive.
Yet perhaps I simply vibrate them
Squid
Now
can
it's
vibrate
weird.
his
in the human
eyes.
manner.
I have been led
He's
to
got
understand
laser
that it
eyes.
is
He
only
just,
a
like,
small
burns what
concentration of the
he's
public that can do
writing.
that. It's
My
a gen-
brand.
Your pizza.
My brand.
Oh, yeah, I have to put that in my mouth.
Yeah. What? By
Things
the way,
she
once you're
said?
done chewing,
No
what
one
kind of
clipped
pizza
that.
did you make?
What?
It came from a box. It's like, what if...
What do you
Fox
want
of
on your
adequacy?
tombstone?
Okay, that was a really good commercial line, though, for a really awful pizza.
It was.
No,
Mhm.
pause. I eat. I munch.
He munch. Everybody he munch. He bang. He bang. He bang. And now I'm going to stop, and if somebody will quickly redeem a water break, I'd appreciate it.
I mean,
Yes, please.
Zork is help. Please, help. Okay,
Yep,
Grimos has
redeem the
redeemed
water
a water break, and now I can have a nice sip of Randolph P. Checkers Old-Fashioned Smooth Sippin' Apple-Flavored Engine Degreaser.
Hell
need
yeah.
I need that sticker.
It's good stuff. It's
I
good
need
stuff.
a bunch of those
Top
stickers
tier.
for work. I'm going to put them on all the coffee cups at work.
Also,
I
thank
have
you
one
so
on
much
my
for the,
laptop.
I
thank you
need
so much for
those
the
stickers
follow,
for
yeah. Thank you so much for the follow, Ninjago Enjoyer. I don't know what that means, and I hope it's good and that you're enjoying it.
BB, if you got one of those stickers, I know where it came from.
Wait, fuck, is that
Mhm.
Ninja Go? Is that like a regular game of Go, except the players can't see each other?
Yes.
So there's no screen peeking
Yes.
on this board game?
Apparently, Mo is telling me he's going to buy my Shadowcat whenever I post it. I'll let you know. I had somebody in one of my modeling discords say, "Oh, it's a nice Shadowcat. Can you make the two?" And I said, "Yeah, probably." So then I did.
Just slap the number 2 on it.
Well, it's not a substantially different thing, but I did have to change almost every fucking part of it to make it the different Mac. So it is a
It's
different
not
Mac.
that different except for every part.
Yeah, it's not that different, except like the only thing that was unchanged was like this part of the arm. This part right here.
Very good. The hot dog tube remains unencumbered.
Yes. It's very important to keep your hot dog tube unencumbered.
Whatever happened
Grimos,
to the
do not
one-shot
quote that.
thermite hot dog machine?
unencumbered.
Look, you encumber your meat all you want. I'm
No.
going to be over here
No.
just like
No.
putting things in my mouth.
Does that go well with the meat jiggler?
The meat jiggler is an article of science.
It's true. It is, in fact, scientific equipment.
Oh,
We
you
live
would
in a
like go to
society.
like ultra space jail for having a Canopan meat jiggler.
I don't even want to think about the phrase Canopan meat jiggler again.
Oh my god.
I'm helping.
You see, if we did have BB here tonight, that would have... I'm sorry. God, I did it again. If we had Gummy... I was thinking, don't say Gummy when I'm talking about BB. So then I said BB when I was talking about Gummy. Damn it! If we did have Gummy on tonight, that would have absolutely broken her. So make sure next time we have Gummy on, you do that to her, okay?
What, we just break out the jiggling meat?
No, you tell her about the Canopan meat jiggler.
Well, look, just because I'm planning to order one doesn't mean that
That is a different
Look,
website.
Comstar doesn't judge out loud.
No, they judge by keeping all of your text messages.
Yeah, so they can help me when I lose the order number.
Bless your soul.
Oh, no, it's going the other direction.
Oh, you didn't pay your bills again,
Yeah,
did
I
you?
think all of ours.
Oh, you didn't
Going
pay your
to be-
bills. Time for the Canopan meat jiggler.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like, wait, what?
Okay, so I'm probably going to run a little bit late tonight, but that's okay because nobody's after me. But hey, baby,
If you do,
look.
I'm going to have to say nice
tough act to
things.
follow.
Hey, baby, look. I made it turquoise and then I put pink on it.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Because it's gonna
Because
fist
pink
things.
is a good base for yellows.
There, she knows. Congratulations.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, I had to put like I used a really like bright pink when I was doing the lettering on the Irby
Mhm.
to try to make the yellow pop more, and I tried to do like a little bit of like an orangey yellow. God, I can't words. Like on the outer edges of the letters and then a lighter yellow in the middle, but you can't really tell in the picture. But still.
Photographs are your enemy when
Yeah.
you're mini painting.
Yeah.
They really fucking
Very
are.
true.
Photographs hate you.
Very, very true.
They also hate Squick, but that's for different reasons. They're not equipped to handle the eyebrows.
I mean,
They're very powerful.
they are very powerful eyebrows.
I
Like
remember the
A10
first
Thunderbrow
meetup.
2.
The first meetup I went to during the cooking stream, he just did this like death glare
Oh,
at the
You know,
camera.
that's
Yep.
still a short on the channel. On the YouTube
Makes
archive.
me so happy. That's when I had Malort and I started like punching the counter because it made me so mad.
Yeah, we all had different reactions. I saw the heat death of the universe and decided to make it an everyone problem.
I seem to remember you screaming, "Who made this?"
I remember that.
It was
I remember it as though I were there.
It may
I
have.
remember
that,
as little as possible.
that was literally right before I got there. Like,
by
you
the
were
way-
still cooking stream when I got there, but I had gotten
At
there
the
like
end-
just after that.
At the end of his rant, I walked over trying to help him, and I said,
Oh yeah,
"Take a shot
helping.
of this."
And you handed him the cayenne pepper,
Yes, to help.
and then you told you to go
To
fuck
help.
yourself.
Yeah, that
See,
was the response I got for my help.
I was very polite under the circumstances.
What I
Bastard.
found actually worked so well after
not
taking
drinking
that shot of Malort was one of the
Staring
other
off into the middle distance, considering
brought-
every decision you've ever made in your life.
No, I grabbed the first like sweet thing I could find, which were these little maple candies.
Oh,
that
you
Will
grabbed
brought.
gummy. I got you.
Those
And,
were really good.
and yeah, I grabbed one. I grabbed one of those, and that like totally helped. It got rid of that.
Yeah, those maple
ashtray
candies make life
aftertaste.
better.
Well, they were a fuck ton better than your fucking mac and cheese gummies.
The mac and cheese gummies were fine.
No, they weren't.
Did you have any?
Yes, it did.
Good. Okay.
Hey,
So tell your
hey,
mouth they're good,
That's why would I lie to my mouth?
so I can give you the gummy hot dogs.
Do not want.
They also have gummy bacon.
Pass.
I could hide it with real bacon.
I don't think you can.
I didn't say it would work well.
Well, okay,
be
yes, you are
astounded.
capable of doing it from a physical perspective. Yes.
Oh god,
Yeah.
and the different sodas. There was so much cursed food.
Oh
Like
yeah.
there were the like horrible different sodas.
Oh, I never got
There
to
were
try
all the
like
different candies. There was the
Yeah.
cricket sausage, the little sausage links that were made of ground crickets.
yeah,
And
I'm
here's
good
the
there.
thing. Here's the thing. This shows you how freaking bad Skyline chili is.
No.
I was willing to take a bite of the freaking cricket like little sausage links. I refused to touch Skyline.
I will fight you.
smelled it and I was
Okay.
like, no.
No,
Okay.
you
Because
had
I
like
had like all of my meatballs and stuff like cooking next to it. I went over just to like inspect it.
You're in the wrong context. That's the problem. You're looking at it and it says chili, so you're expecting a chili, and it's not. So if you're
No,
expecting,
it
no, it's like
looks
if I'm
it
expecting
looks
bacon
like
and
a
what I
meat
get is a
sauce, like
pear,
spaghetti sauce. But it when I smelled it, it smelled like cinnamon and like some
In
other
fact, there is
weirdness,
cinnamon
and
in it.
was upsetting.
okay,
you can
Phoebe.
be upset all you want, but you're upset for the wrong reasons.
BB, it is a bolognese, but it is effectively a Greek bolognese filtered through things you can get in America in like 1920.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck those words mean. Basically,
it-
what it is a light meat sauce for spaghetti. And it's
Or
a
hot
different
dogs.
flavor profile. It's not the heavy red sauce type, but it's a perfectly reasonable, like, it's college food in a can.
Yes.
But
Okay,
It's-
no,
it's also more
no.
recent
It is
Then
it is
the night.
not reasonable.
it
No,
is.
no, I didn't say reasonable.
You sound like
It's
someone who's not microwaving hot dogs inside of a tortilla and calling it lunch.
Dude, I've microwaved hot dogs before. That is no problem. I just prefer to put them either in a bun, or if I don't have that, I will deal with just a slice of bread.
Nope, flour
But,
tortilla.
but, no, the freaking I have a picture of poor Stryker looking like he's having an emotional breakdown as he's trying to like choke down some of the Skyline chili. And like he has this perfect bowl of meatballs that I made next to him.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
missed
just
out on
sitting
the
there
meatballs, and
trying
I'm
that.
mad about it, by the way.
Hey, we're doing it again this year, and I'm requesting help so I can make more because I
Yeah,
made
I'll make sure you have a
105 last
sharp
year by
knife this time.
myself.
I
Thank
want to be
you.
this year. That may not be in the cards. I want to be.
Ditto. I've got the great journey in front of me. We'll see how funding sets up and such things.
Oh, is that the one where the ring goes like zip zap and then we got problems?
Yeah, but then I end up in Kentucky instead of Texas.
I don't remember that in Halo.
It's a weird side story.
Understandable. Go ahead, Ducks.
I was gonna say I cooked gumbo one day. I helped with the curry, and I may have slightly overdone it and got fussed at a little bit.
No.
Had I been there the next day, I would have helped with the.
Hey, it
There's-
is okay. I'm just happy that, like a majority of people got to try it. I'm sad that like I tried to make it where everybody could get like 2 to 3 meatballs, but they disappeared so freaking fast.
That's
Wait,
a good
so all
sign.
you
But
hear
this
is
year
like
I'm making
Slower.
more. I want to
That's a good
try to
sign,
make
because
double
everyone-
what I made last year, and hopefully that be enough.
all I'm hearing is like every Legionnaire gets a straw, and then what you hear from off screen is just the sound of like a wet dry vac, and then a ping pong ball going
It's just
through a
going to
bowl
be
of
the
straw.
spaghetti video all over again.
Just boom.
I
Oh
can't
my
be the only
God.
one that remembers the spaghetti video from the
Oh,
COVID
yeah.
era.
Yeah.
Italian soda pop.
Yeah, that's one word for it. And then, it plays the stereotypical Italian pizza store music for a while, and then he puts it in the carbonation chamber. And
Yes,
then
which
it's
was fine.
kazoos.
It's fine because it was
Dude.
better than thick milk.
Oh, candied milk.
But then again, dude, I did the nanner water thing, and
You
I
did
even
nanner-
carbonated some of it.
I feel like nanner water is the spiritual opposite of thick milk.
Candied milk.
It is.
Candied milk.
And I
Oh,
actually
sorry, yes, candied
plan-
milk. My bad.
And as a way of showing love to everybody, I plan on buying a crock pot that I can destroy and throw away afterwards.
Hell yeah.
To make
Fuck.
nanner water at the meetup so we can mix that and Malort and watch people die inside.
I didn't know Malort needed the
Okay.
help.
No, okay. This is where I'm going to suggest a collaborative effort.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
This is concerning.
Get
Okay.
Ether to wizardify
Nanner
the
water?
nano water and be like, hey, what does this pair well with? So we can make everyone angry when they enjoy it.
Oh yeah. No, oh god, like I'm sure he could come up with some interesting combos.
This is the
but
one.
Holy heck.
Okay, hey,
Is bad.
baby, you have not been able to watch the stream in a while, so I get to show you the thing I've been excited
the
about.
Strongler.
What?
Disease.
I forgot how to words.
So do you know what this is, baby?
Is it one of those stamps? Yeah, it's the little template that you paint over with, and then you can use the stampy stamp and you can squish it on stuff.
Yes, but these
It's a
are ones that are
skull and
specifically designed
crossbones.
for minis.
So
That's
Itama
awesome.
wants you to pet your eyes.
Okay.
Oh, ow. Ow.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
hurts.
Don't worry about it.
Ow.
Okay.
Mine are purring.
Why do I need to pet my eyes?
Because the chat demands.
They
Well,
gave
the
you
chat
goop.
demands a lot of things.
They
I
do.
should put this pizza in my food word.
Okay, so here's when. So, BB, you've seen how this works on nail art before, right? So we can just do the thing, right? So we just do
Yeah.
the thing, and then I'll show you the result.
And a squishy. Yes.
And then we will take my
Yes.
shadow cat, and we will apply straight to it, and then I'll show you what I've got. Assuming that I didn't just fuck that up too hard, and it's a butt. I put a butt on it.
Sorry, I had to step AFK. There was a salsa emergency.
That is a
Cute
very
little bum on it.
yeah. Put a butt
Yay!
on it. There you go. Now,
So-
I do want to address this real quick because I've been talking about this shit for like a month, and I think it's fucking amazing. And I have actually been talking to Brent from Goobertown Hobbies, who is responsible at least 50% for these things. They sold out, and he's trying to figure out how they're going to get more. And also, Squick, this thing's your fault.
Oh God, what?
The acetone pump.
Oh yeah, the hand pumper. You know what, chat? You can just workshop that. Come up with a better name.
The hand pumper. No, I'm
Look, you
afraid
work it with your hand.
Look,
the
we're
fluid
not
comes
Hand
gonna
out.
beat
pumper,
hand
the
pumper.
accessory that goes with the
I'm
Or
afraid
the handy
chat's
helper.
not going to improve that, and it's going to be on purpose.
Fun side note: our local supplier for homemade salsa made some green salsa this week that immediately had me coughing. It's hot.
Holy shit! Was it
God.
fucking made of uranium?
No, it's peppers.
Uranium salsa has got me feeling down.
Okay, let's see.
Parallax, I see you using the little scope thingy.
Uh-huh.
Have you tried using it backwards yet?
No, because only one side of it is silicone. And there, I put a doggo face on it. Now it has the face of a doggo. Now, I have, thanks to OK Mo of the Black Pants Legion,
I heard of them's. They seem pretty cool.
do I think I could be using a smaller silicone stamp? This is the one that came with the set, so I have bigger ones, and then I have the silicone tape, which is difficult. The silicone tape is difficult.
Chat wants many things. Good lord. Pet, eye rake, stretch, pet, O2 warning, highlight message, water break, and more
Yes,
pet.
Mo, you may join us. Get on in here.
So-
Just drop something in the studio chat.
Someone had damn well better be bothering an animal.
Mad Ducks, get after it.
No.
I love that the mini that like I picked the colors for, the two things that are on there is a bum and a pupper.
This is
Really
normal.
describes me.
Now, I do want to point out here, this is one of my favorite things on all 10 of these plates. This is the ancient set, okay? I don't know how clear it is on stream. I know I can see it on my
that's
camera.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we've got some nice stuff here where we've got some very Egyptian
What does it taste
stuff.
like?
And we've got some very Greek stuff mixed around in here. See, like you've got the Spartan helmets.
so
But my
rad.
favorite one is right here where you get the 4 elements from the 5th element.
Yeah.
Why does it have... Oh, I thought that was Microsoft. Okay.
Oh, the wind gusts. Oh,
That's amazing.
We got the wind
My
wind
mom
gusts down here,
actu-
but then you have, the 4 elements. The stone,
Yeah.
0 stones, 0 crates.
My mom actually has a replica of the metal key from the movie.
Nice. But that does take
It's
us
so
nicely
cool
back
looking.
to don't push the button.
Do not push the button.
It
Now,
does.
Mo has joined us.
push the
Mo,
If you press the
Hi,
button,
Mo.
you're
Hi, Carol.
fired.
Hi, guys.
I do not have
I
Cyrillic
have a question,
font on.
Parallax.
Yes.
You see your little stamper, how you're putting it on that bottom end?
No?
Like how you're having the big end face up?
Yes.
Can you rotate it really quick? Look at the base where it has a little magnifier lens to it.
Yeah. What about it?
Hold that up and then rotate that small base.
I don't understand
about
what you're
that
asking me to
base.
do.
That
He
little
says
cap
unscrew the
on
ass end.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
unscrew the ass
Oh,
end.
shit. There's a cap there. Motherfucker.
That's-
Holy shit.
Mad Ducks was supposed to do this and failed.
I didn't know. Oh, my. This is a
What does it
revelation.
taste
Started
like?
doing it, and he
Oh
just
my
told me no,
God.
and I was about to say unscrew it, but you came in, so I let you do it.
I didn't
Oh,
know.
thank you.
Chat.
What does it taste like?
I have learned. It tastes like
Oh my god.
it tastes like nothing. It's silicone.
It tastes like victory.
No, okay. Haruka Junko, I've not been doing it
with the cap on this whole time. There are
That
two
was
ends
very
to it.
funny.
I did not know there were two ends. So there's a big one over here, which I thought he was talking about, oh, I was using the small one. Because, like, I have one of these that's a regular one for, you know, regular nail stamps, and it's a lot fucking bigger. And then I also have the big fuck all square one that's good for, like, the large patterns on some of these, like the camo pattern that's on here. I didn't know there was a fucking tiny one here.
There's a
Itty bitty
tiny.
little detail
I'm
one.
so excited.
I didn't
look at you.
Thank you for
Duder.
telling me about that, Mo.
It's because, Perry, you're being too productive. So,
You're-
like,
Productive.
no, I'm the opposite of that. That's
You're reproductive?
Tiny duder.
And
That's
I still
a very
have to figure out how to
unfortunate
make
combination
my
of
mind work
words.
better.
I'm sorry, Mo. I couldn't hear you over Squit complaining about his reproductive system.
I was saying I need to find a better way to make my squishy silicone work better. I'm still having that same problem. It's not transferring for me, but I
Have
might
you
be doing it
tried
too slow.
fondling it?
Okay, so here's the Earth. So, sweet Earth, you
Round.
might say. Round.
I was told by Parallax not to fondle that hard.
Okay, so apply.
I can't see what you're doing through
I
the
squishied it.
faces
I
of those
squishied.
talking
It
about
is
what you're
squishy.
doing.
And now there's a skull and a crossbones on the top of the Shadow Cat. See?
Ball and
So
crossbone.
Now let's
So
see.
happy.
What other kinds of dumb shit can I put on this real quick? Let's send some dumb shit. I already put a bud on it. So...
Number the ass.
Oh!
You
Okay,
got the
take the
butt.
zero.
You got the dog. You
Take the
got the
zero.
skull
The
and
taco.
crossbones.
No. I've got the perfect thing.
Tramp stamp the robot.
Okay, I will tramp stamp the
yes.
robot, and then I will show you with what I am tramp stamping it.
God.
Yes.
Assuming I... Oh, shit, I didn't quite get all of it. Damn, we have to try that again.
Okay. That's cool. It has two
Okay.
asses.
Not really. If
Oh.
I can get to it, it'll work. But getting to
You
it...
could extend it like a giraffe.
No? I mean, like in
Okay.
the Blender file, yes, but not like in the not in the not Blender file. Okay.
What
so
if you took your mech and then you made it 4 times taller?
that'd be weird. Let's try this
Just
again.
like the torso. Larger.
Okay. So let's try this again. We have to do this quick. Once I scrape it. That didn't work again. I'm thinking it's because I haven't primed this side of the silicone stamper, which is a thing that you have to do, or at least it helps. You just set it on a clean piece of paper, and like there's some kind of oils or something that's in it that can prevent it from picking stuff up easily. So let's try this one more.
Is it the rotisserie chicken oil?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, it is. In fact, schmaltz.
Cool. So we got the whole stream going in a big circle like a hula hoop.
Yes.
Oh, Mo.
Pretty
Mo.
much.
Oh, Mo.
Yes.
Mo. I
Yes.
found a new lampshade for Ducksworth.
Ooh.
Ducksworth.
Now I just have to find something to paint the.
Isn't Ducksworth Scrooge McDuck's butler?
Do you need a photograph?
No. I asked you a very simple question, and I did not
No.
get an answer.
Ducksworth is a lamp.
But I still think I'm right.
I don't care.
For some reason, I feel like
Yeah.
BizMonkey knows the answer to this question, and I don't know why. There, I got it with the other side. I cannot get to its ass with that. But I can get it up here, I think. Damn. Now I can't see through the magnifier end. There. Perfect. It worked.
So anyway, now
So
that
there
my
you go.
lamp is fixed, I can
Show
replace
us.
the broken door.
What is it?
Taco.
It's a taco.
Hey.
Wow. Discord said no to that.
But the essence of the message still came through.
It did at that. Discord said, chill the fuck out. Your Shadow Cat has a taco on it.
I got you, Squeaky.
And a dog.
I'm
And an
sorry.
ass. And a skull and crossbones. There you go,
Yo.
everybody. It's been a red letter night, everybody. We painted an
There's been some red.
ass and
Ass and taco.
Squeak- and
Okay,
Squeak ate
yeah,
some
that's
pizza.
fitting for me.
ass
It is
and
a taco
tacos.
cat.
Ass,
Nice.
ass, and tacos. What? What are we doing again?
Our best.
That's about fucking right. So Mo, you have some of these. How have you liked them? Oh, wait, that's right. I'm being an ass, and I forgot that yours weren't working very well because your stamper wasn't cooperating.
Yeah, I think that's more just because I played with the stamper and then tried hitting it with isopropanol to clean it, which we all know is wrong.
Yeah. Now, the upswing to this is that, as it turns out, the actual stampers are cheap. So you can order another one.
Hey, Tank Girl, thank you for the raid.
Hey!
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Wait,
And welcome.
Tank Girl, are we talking about the original comic or is it the movie? I need to know these things.
I've never seen the original comic, but I enjoyed the movie.
The movie was
also,
unhinged in a very appropriate way.
It was delightful, but also, like, they stabbed that dude with a water bottle and he got Nestle'd.
He got Nestle'd, everybody. I don't know what to tell you.
Wrong, but that don't make him right.
That was just the whole movie.
Hey, does anyone want to explain what these poor people have wandered into?
No.
Rambling mad people.
Well,
that's rambling lunatics.
Some of us still have too
occasional
much of their
squeaks.
pizza left.
Okay, BB, you have to explain to these random people who have wandered into this madness what we are. What is WBPL 76?
And memes.
That's true. That's true. That is very true. Okay, Mo, you're occasionally helpful. What is WBPL 76?
WBPL 76 is the Twitch broadcasting arm of the Black Plants Legion.
The Black Plants Legion. Yep.
Yes.
We are a group of people who are very, very enthusiastic about Alpha and Beta Edition Black Lotuses.
I have human organs and a number of bones.
But yes, we are.
The concerning part is we don't know where you keep them.
Hello, thank you
Yeah.
for joining us on WBPL 76. We are a variety channel, mostly full of people that do things. Not well or good things, but
Hey,
things
fuck
nonetheless.
you
Why
too.
won't this pizza fit on my spoon?
Get a
Okay,
bigger
that's
spoon.
fine.
You're
You
not
have-
trying hard enough.
That all tracks.
Sometimes we make intelligible statements, and sometimes we're
Sometimes you
usually
cook shit in a
we're-
toaster that wasn't meant to be, and it turns out a little too well.
We don't know who around here does the toaster cooking. It's
no,
mysterious.
couldn't possibly fucking guess, could we? No.
Let's not get caught up
No.
on who cooked what in a toaster.
Who killed a
No,
toaster
never.
cooking things not necessarily meant for that purpose?
Could be any one of us.
Could it
Could
though?
be you. It could be me. It
Or-
could even be.
There is a public-facing Discord called the Auxiliary, and
I heard of them.
honestly, yes.
They have a mayor.
Really?
Yeah. It's Ben
Solar
Drake.
RS says, I am sub to the BPL channel. I have a pretty decent idea of the chaos here. You don't know.
No, you got a decent idea of what Tex gets up to. We're much dumber than that.
Yeah, see, here's the
Yeah.
thing. We're not filtered. There is the Auxiliary Discord.
See, here's
it
the
is a
thing.
bunch
We
of amazing
are as
people.
close to filtered as it gets on this channel, I think. Now, there is the Sunday night stream, I guess. And there's
Yeah,
Cookie.
we are.
Cookie's wholesome.
Yeah, but the
Jason.
BPL
I'm
Auxiliary
sorta wholesome.
is
I
the.
cuss like a sailor, but
We actually had a discussion about like which ones of us around here swear, and like we were trying to figure out who doesn't, and it's not a long list.
No, it's mostly
anyway.
you.
no.
Anyway,
Yeah.
finishing the welcome ramble. The BPL Auxiliary Discord is the public-facing Discord. You're free to join that by typing !Discord. It is a wonderful community full of just absolutely amazing people.
And
Anything
only
I can
some
do,
of those people
someone-
are on watch lists in Crete.
Actually,
correct.
well, only one, and he's here with us. Anyway, the
Yes,
Aux is a
Squick is
great
on
group of
the
people.
Crete watch list.
I don't know
All
what
of us
that
magic
means.
cards now too.
The Aux is a great group of people. If you choose to engage and plug in, tell them we sent you. They'll like ask you.
They're like, oh, I'm
They'll be
sorry.
confused and be like, "Oh, we're sorry." But it's a group of people do read the rules. No politics, no current events, no religion. Keep all that out. There's plenty of places to
Spoiler
talk about.
markings are not the same thing as it being okay to put up something that's not safe for work. Don't do
In
that.
fact, one of the
Don't be a
rules.
jerk.
one of the rules is please don't make us make any more rules.
Yeah.
But it's a great place to plug in and just get along and connect with a bunch of like-minded weirdos. And trust me, I know there are weirdos because we're there.
Yep.
You
It's
can't
true,
prove
yep.
that.
Yep.
So, we're like 12 minutes past 11 here in the Central Time Zone, which is usually when we stop. But I'm probably going to stop here soon. I've got this red thing because BizMonkey said make something red, so here's something red. Shadowcat too. I'll probably post these. I'd like to say this weekend, but I have to put things in this big white box that's going to be in my yard, so that's going to be weird. Maybe I'll do that in the evenings. We'll see. But with all that said, if like I
Wait,
haven't,
you have one of those portable library boxes in your front yard?
I will soon.
I mean,
I do want to go ahead and say I've done a bad job of bringing this up. That says, "Hey guys, if you want me to show your stuff off at the beginning of the stream, so that Squick can make me drag it out for an hour and 15 minutes, fucking again."
Hey, I will not like compress my verbal shit posting, and I refuse.
Oh,
to
I'm aware
compromise
of that.
on
We've been
telling
doing this
people-
shit for 3 years. I
And
know that.
I refuse to compromise. on telling
interrupting
people that
Duck,
they've done a good job
duckingly,
with
interrupting Duck.
useful and-
Silence.
No, I have
we
a kazoo
have relevant
that I was
questions from chat.
equipped with.
Oh no,
by
no,
an
no. There are
unknown
chat
gentleman.
questions. You do
Chat,
actually
we
have
have
to stop
relevant
for
question.
chat
We have
questions.
actual important question. Gear Jones CGS asks, "What kind of brush was that? I love the effect."
Oh, okay. So that was literally dry brushing, but this is one of those things where people get caught up because, oh, it's dry brushing. Dry brushing is a technique. Dry brushing is also a literal brush for dry brushing. This is a domed brush. It is made out of goat hair. This one is from Game Envy. They call it a phalanx. You can get lots of different kinds of dry brushes. If you get on Amazon, you're just looking for domed dry brushes. They're not terribly expensive, but I need you to understand that I am saying that in terms of fucking mini painting brushes. They get absurd fucking fast, okay? So like these things, a set of, where am I? I've got 3 of them right here. I've got 3 different sizes of them. These came together. I think this set from Game Envy was like $15, so these are like $5 a piece. You can get cheaper ones on Amazon. I will not speak for their quality because I have not tried them. But yeah, dry brushing is a process that is a little bit more involved than you think it is. But all I'm doing here, and I will give a very quick, very, very quick demonstration of this with the biggest dry brush that I have. Because this is one of those things that people don't tell you immediately when you first start doing it. This is a brush. It is dry. The idea of dry brushing is that you want to have as little paint on the brush as possible when you get started. Not necessarily that there's no liquid in the brush. If there is no water in the brush to where it's like just a little bit damp, then your paint gets chalky and it leaves a bad finish on the mini. So like this Thunderbolt, I have done a little bit of dry brushing on it with gray. If I come back and I do it with some off-white real quick, by the way, I'm putting this on a non-porous surface so it doesn't pick up any water and no water leaches out of it. This is a bathroom tile. I think I got it for 20 cents at Home Depot. I get some of it on the paint. I get some of the paint on the brush. I go over to a texture pad. This is just like a thing that has texture on it. You can use a piece of like 80 grit sandpaper. That works fine. Or like whatever. Don't use a paper towel. The paper towel will draw more of the moisture out of it. It'll ruin your finish. So like on something like this, I'm just going to get as much of it off as I can. You just want a little bit on there. If you don't have something like that handy, like a piece of chipboard, like a piece of cardboard off of a cereal box, you just use the blank side of that. That'll work. So then with that on here, a little bit of moisture in the brush, I'm just going to come through here and I'm going to work this over the edges because this one is very targeted. I just want to hit the high edges of this, so I've got very, very little paint on it. And you can see that just kind of builds up a little bit more contrast in the areas I'm hitting. But because there's still moisture left in the brush, it's not leaving a chalky finish to it. So there, I got to do a little bit of actual instruction on mini painting here tonight, which I don't frequently get to do, but I will
Yay,
answer
I learned
questions when they come
stuff.
up. There. So you can see he went from looking like this all over to now you can see where the edges are highlighted just from doing that little bit of dry brushing. And if you have something that is a transparent kind of paint, I don't have any of my speed paints out at this point. You put it over this and it'll work great. Speed paints, the contrast paints, express paints, whatever you want to call them, you do a finish like this on a primed model, and that is exactly the kind of shit it's made for.
Solar R13 just says, "Damn, I just learned about dry brushing." Dry brushing is great. I am colorblind and I have blind in one eye. Don't worry about my vision; it's not particularly great. The point is that even I can use dry brushing to make stuff look passable.
Yeah, so dry brushing is one of the 2 steps of a thing people call hobby cheating, where you put down your base coats and then you put a wash over it, which, I have washes here. This is a pre-mixed wash. The Army Painter quick shades are actually ink washes. You can also just thin down regular paint to a wash consistency. I like to add a little bit of flow improver to it. If you don't have flow improver, as it turns out, Rinse Aid for dishwashers is a fluiviant. It just lowers the surface tension of water. So you put a little bit of that into it and it'll flow into the recesses better. You put that down, you let that dry, you soak up any places where it's pooling too much, and then you can go back over and dry brush it, and you've cheated your way into a pretty good looking model. There.
Oh, damn.
We may be a bunch of chuckles, but we are actually here to help.
Yes.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Sometimes.
So again, if you all have stuff that you want to show off here on the stream at the beginning of it so that Squick can make me take an hour and 15 minutes to actually turn the fucking camera on, you can send your stuff to art@wbpl76.com. Send me photographs, give me a screen name so I know who to actually credit with stuff. Tell me what it is and we'll talk about it. There we
What
go.
if I don't believe in email?
If you don't
Eric-
believe in email, then you can send a piece of mail to Squick at squick.mailaddress.edu.
I have questions. Anyway, Gear Jones,
Hmm.
Parallax Gear Jones says, "Man, thank you. I always love learning new techniques. I've got a huge pile of gray masses to paint. I have a battalion painted as G.I. Joe Tiger Force, and I'm looking to expand."
I am always happy to answer questions on this stream. We fuck around a lot, and
Yeah.
frequently I catch a lot of hell from my co-host, but when an actual question comes up, I will cut through the shit and answer it.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
notice we stopped everything when there are real questions. We will go back to making fun of Squick and Parallax here shortly, but that's just because we like them.
Yes.
That's true. Also, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to take a shot across the bow at Mad Ducks and ask him what color this is.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Blue.
Almost.
Also, I know that you said turquoise earlier.
Oh, okay.
but I just
BB
don't
did
know what
say-
turquoise looks like.
Okay, there you go. He doesn't know
I
what
don't know what
You
it
can't
turquoise
just
is.
use context clues to know things.
Okay, so every time I say that I'm colorblind, somebody says, "How do you drive?" I'm like, "With my hands and my feet." And they go, "Yeah, but can you tell which light's red?" I'm like, "It's at the top."
Usually, and that is
What if
genuinely a
it's one of the
problem in certain
sideways-
specific
Yeah,
locations.
he's not wrong. Sometimes they're horizontal. Sometimes they
Left.
do actually fuck up the order.
The horizontal ones, the red's always supposed to be on the left.
Supposed to be is not the same thing as
Also-
is.
This is true. Also, while I think we've got, hold on.
We've got a nice number of people in chat, by the way.
Nice.
Ha-ha!
4R says,
Hell
"I am
yeah.
Solar-
hesitant to start painting my
Nice.
BattleTech minis. I want to find a bunch of relatively cheap 3D printed ones on Etsy or something to buy in bulk to practice on first." Solar, listen, my very first mech I painted, I was afraid I was going to screw it up. I didn't. I can send you a picture of my very first ever painted mech. If I can do that, and I have, let's say I have some ocular challenges, I believe that you, with a little bit of like asking questions, I asked Parallax, and I asked it another person, another friend at the time, Coffee Baron, who was also trying to teach people. I asked them questions, and they just told me it was very, very simple: prime, paint, fill in the details, paint again, dry brush, and then go over it with I went over it with Nuln Oil, and it looked okay. I can even show you a picture right now if you want. I'll send it to Parallax and be like, put it on the screen.
So here's the
Where
other
I
thing.
started.
I do want to go ahead and highlight something here that I will always tell people. It is really fucking hard to ruin a mini beyond being able to do something with it. Because for the most part, unless you've really glopped just a fuck ton of thick paint on something, you can paint over it. And if you can't, you can strip the paint off of it. Like, I don't think I have my paint stripping stuff handy right now. I don't know if you can hear me when I'm not facing the camera. There is an item that you can get at the Dollar Tree that is called LA's Totally Awesome. It comes in a clear bottle. It is a yellow substance. It is, for the most part, a degreaser, but they market it as a, you can thin this shit out and use it for anything. If you don't thin it out and you just like put it in a little cup or a jar or whatever, it's not caustic. It's not going to melt plastic or anything like that. It will strip paint off of shit fast. Like,
And
really
now I'm going to take the
fucking
talking
fast.
stick.
What? Okay, let's quit. Go.
Yeah, because while that is all excellent advice, you have both failed to answer the question. Which, as someone in chat, OKMO said, dollar store toys are a fantastic cheap item and a great way to get some practice in priming. Also, yard sales, what have you. But
board game pieces.
Board game pieces, fair. But consider the following. If you don't want to drop a bunch of money on, some minis, but you do want some flexibility, resin printers, if you have the room and a willingness to put up with their idiosyncratic nature and somewhat hazardous fluids, are not terribly expensive. So if you want custom things, you can go that route. Dollar store toys are hella there.
I need to interject real quick. Night Owl, don't use brake cleaner. Don't use brake cleaner. Brake cleaner is predominantly acetone. It can melt plastic.
Brake fluid. Fluid, not cleaner.
I actually...
Dot 3 fluid. Got it.
In an attempt for encouragement, I sent a picture of the very first thing I painted. I asked a lot of questions. I asked dumb questions. I asked intelligent questions in dumb ways. Ask the questions. We're here. We've done the dumb things.
Also, if you show up at certain game stores and just say, yo, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, what do? Some of them will just straight up hand you, here is a dude. Here's some
Actually,
painting area.
this is one of the things that I will give them credit for. If you have a legit Warhammer store near where you are,
the
and you
Games
go
Workshop store.
Yeah, an official GW store, they're usually called Warhammer. They will give you a Space Marine or a Stormcast Eternal. They'll just give it to you. They have them on their own little sprues. They're monopose.
Hello, customer. The first one's free.
Exactly. Like, I went in and said, I just want a Space Marine, and then they gave me 2. Now, they were exactly the same, but they just fucking gave it. And matter of fact, this was one of them. And I haven't taken it back to the store to show them, because so far it's just blue, but it has a coffee cup and a bud on it.
Oh, you should show up wearing, the Groucho Marx glasses and see if they'll give you another one.
I could send in my wife or my kids and be like, I want a Stormcast Eternal. And they'll be like, cool.
Yeah, they should just do that in turn with the same glasses.
They should.
If there were a place near me named Warhammer where I could go in and say, I want to learn how to paint a Warhammer mini, and they gave me a Space Marine dude, I would immediately super glue a top hat onto it and then bring it back and go, did I do this right?
And their answer would be, are you happy with it? Will you buy more? Yes.
No, it would be, sir, you have not yet removed that from the sprues. What the fuck?
It's also possible that they'll tell you, sir, this is a Wendy's, Warhammer's next door.
Or, this is not guild-approved plastic. Your miniature is rejected from tournament play, and you are banned forevermore.
That's possible. Yeah, you do have to take out loans for. I've seen some arguments lately about Warhammer's not all that expensive if you look at it in terms of time you put into it, and like there's a little bit of merit to that in as far as you can get a lot of play out of an army once you pay for it and all that shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, you've got like so many competitors for that.
Like, so BattleTech,
I will
by and large, is still among the cheapest ones you can do, despite the fact that the prices are going up. But you can still get like the Alpha Strike box, and it's what, $70, and you can get,
and it seems friendlier.
Yeah,
look. I was talking to some of the Warhammer bros at local game
Brohammers?
store, and they said, I was talking to them about BattleTech, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, well Warhammer's not too expensive. You can get blank army." And they rattled off stuff that I don't know. I know like what 28 things about Warhammer. I'd have to consult the list.
And that's fair.
They start rattling off this army, a good one of this faction, only costs $1,500, and I'm like, And I looked up a picture of one of like the lance backs that I have. I'm like, this is a lance. It's a team of 4 mechs. And this was $30. Wait, what? I'm like, yeah. And there's no what you see is what you get rule. You can print up the record sheets, and if it's like this is an Atlas, then it's every model of Atlas that ever was. Just print out the sheets for free online. And like, really? I'm like,
yeah, BattleTech is not generally WYSIWYG. So if you say this is an Atlas, I don't know, 6I,
Yeah,
then
the
sure.
mini is where it is, not what it is.
Yeah.
And even then, you could write on a quarter with a Sharpie and draw an arrow saying this is forward. As long as we agree what it is and which direction is forward, it is what it is.
And to be fair, you can do this.
Catapult.
You can do this with Warhammer, but they won't approve it for standard play.
But I'm going to come in from the third side, slapping my quarters down on the gameplay table. And in that same vein, say all of this is from the perspective of trying to maximize value for very limited money. If you're in a position where you're more nervous about just wrecking it and you just want to spend the money up front, like Games Workshop stuff generally isn't bad. It's just expensive for what's there.
Yes.
So if money isn't real, if money doesn't matter, cool.
Now, another option, if you want to do something and you don't want to do BattleTech, and that's fine, Stargrave.
Turn up 28.
Stargrave is even cheaper. Like Stargrave, you can get a box that will give you 2 teams for the skirmish game. I genuinely think $25, $30, you get 2 teams out of it.
Nice.
And there's always the used circuit.
There is that.
Oh, we also have a mention from Bully Snake with the problem of .3 brake fluid, unfortunately, that it penetrates some plastics and is very hard to clean off.
Yes, this is why I'm saying go to the Dollar Tree and get the LA's Totally Awesome. Pay $1.25.
You're fine if you want to be reasonable about it.
Yeah, sorry.
How dare.
Just make sure that you get, once you get the plastic, once you get the paint off of whatever it is, then go back and like hit it with water and dish soap, because if you don't do that, the LA's Totally Awesome will prevent new paint from sticking to it.
Well, it's totally awesome.
It is totally awesome that way. And get the yellow stuff, not the other stuff. They make other stuff now. The yellow stuff is what you want.
Yeah, whatever happened to like the super hydrophobic paint?
I don't know.
Go back to Amazon.
The hydrophobic paint, every time it gets wet, it screams.
That's true.
Well, that's the thing. It slap fights the water.
It does. It does. You could probably, if you were inclined to do so, you could paint a mini and then you could rain exit.
Yeah, but I want the stuff where it's like the water straight up will not make contact. And I don't know what benefit this would have. They should coat boats in that, just to be weird about it.
I think they do to some extent. It lowers the friction coefficient as it goes through the water.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, guys, it is 11:30 here in the Central Time Zone, and I still have to be at work tomorrow, and I don't want to, but I have to.
Definitely
Good times.
So, yes, you can also get ceramic sealants for cars. They don't, people that do detail
Yeah, they're
work,
called mugs.
That's true. People that do detail work don't use wax much anymore because ceramic coats are a lot more prevalent. They last longer, and they're not terribly expensive now. So that's also an option if you were interested in such things. But we're going to call it a night. Send me your shit. Send me your art. Art at WBPL76.com. I don't care what it is. If it's creative, send it.
Send it.
Send it.
And cute pictures of animals. Yes.
Yeah, we will
Yes,
also
like the tax.
Yes, pay the tax also. If you have something with which to pay the tax, send us the pet tax.
I don't care if it's a goldfish. Send him a picture.
The audience bothering them.
Even if it's a fish.
I guess.
I mean, maybe don't bother the fish, but send us pictures of the fish.
Like, don't pet the fish.
Unless you like it.
Or if you've got, like, we used to have a black ghost knife that we would hand feed. If you want to do that, sure. Just don't put the camera in the water unless it's waterproof.
That's true. So, we're going to call it a night.
I have hell yeah too many times.
Hell yeah.
You got one more
Hell
in.
yeah. Had to get one more in there.
Come on, Squick. I
Thank
put
you,
a
everybody.
taco on a shadow cat. You can do it.
Hell yeah.
There we go, everybody. Clip it for me.
Yeah.
Somebody clip it so I can add it to the Squick soundboard.
No, I pressed the
Hell
button.
yeah.
I have the original file.
Oh, that's even better.
'Cause I am a fool. I now have 7 files saved from tonight, and I don't remember what the first 6 are.
Excellent.
Like,
Excellent.
I'm gonna give you a number 3, and we're gonna see what that is. You ready
Okay.
for the number 3?
Let's see what the number 3 is.
Do not ooh the button. Seriously, don't fucking. I know that's not. Explode.
I love the fact that I know from earlier tonight what the other half of that conversation was, and he only recorded his half, and it's just perfect.
You know what?
Triumphant crescendo. You can't just crescendo things.
But you did.
The erotic content of this message has been censored for your safety and the safety of others. I'm gonna press another button. Somebody give me a number between like 1 and 7.
3.5.
You are all clowns of the highest order.
Yes. Press 3.
Well, you just heard 3.
I know.
That's already been pressed. You can't. Somebody. Cookie says 5. Okay, you get 5.
Send
Ham. Send it. God, y'all, our individual brain cells, one per each, have overheated, and it's at the end. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, thank you for joining us. You're the reason we're here. We're not here because we think that we're talented or good at things. I promise you that. We're all dumb as heck.
Send us images of animals and you, the audience, bothering them.
And here we
Look at that. I can't tell the real Squick from the recorded Squick.
It's fine.
It quick.
Woo! But seriously, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Much appreciated.
Wait, how does Jurassic Park go? Because I tried to do
like
that
this.
and I got
It goes
Back
like
to the
this.
Future.
Oh,
Oh, baby. We're working it now.
It's the wrong button, dickhead. You might want to put it once.
I did not leave the meetup with any kazoos.
Okay, so
is very
now
sad, but I
we
left
actually
meetup
are
with
going
one
to
kazoo.
end. We're going to end on this though. Okay, is it? I need everybody to understand. We're going to go out. We're going to be finished now, and we're actually going to stop because I do have to go to work tomorrow, even if I don't want to. So let's just try this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Quack.
Yeah, yeah, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hell